Well, hello. I'm Matt. Welcome to the good life. I do a little radio show from my backyard in the hills of Encino. I'm a lucky guy. In fact, I'd say luckier than most. I have lots of friends that I like to call stars. Hey, in fact, there's one now. You probably know Ryan Stiles, Drew Carey show. Whose line is it anyway? Black Hawk Down?
I wasn't in Black Hawk Down, Matt. That wasn't me, okay? What are you doing here?
The gate was actually open. I thought I'd take a little jacuzzi-roo.
I got company coming over, okay? People that matter, okay? Get up, go.
Bubbles feel so good,
Look,
Ryan.
Matt, you know what? You gotta stop doing this, okay? I can't be coming home with the wife and kids and you're in my tub, okay? Just get out.
I'm not wearing nothing.
Doohickey, you know, the doohickey that rolls.
Hi, this is Meatloaf. Okay, kids, you know what time it is? You know what time it is? It's Outlaw Radio time!
Most imitated radio station in the nation.
I'm through with standing in line for some fun to begin, but I found a good thing leaving me with a grin. It's time for Outlaw Radio to begin.
Tell me what you want.
Yeah, great Billy Gibbons here. Yeah.
It's very cool.
He just passed out.
Yeah.
Hey, that didn't sound too bad. Huh?
Had to lighten them up loud.
Oh, man.
We're here with Matt.
Oh, yeah.
Had to lighten them.
Oh, little Outlaw Radio.
We're here with Matt.
And he's not fat.
We got all these guys and girls in the house. Let me tell you, that's where it's at. And that's, ladies and gentlemen, Matt Allen. Pass me a gallon.
All righty, there you are. Merry Christmas, ISIS. Merry Christmas, ISIS. Trump says the U.S. struck some Islamic State targets in Nigeria, you know, after those nasty little bastards were targeting Christians. Merry Christmas, ISIS. And Trump wishes a Merry Christmas to all, even radical left scum. I got to tell you, he's our president. He's a class act. That Trump. D. Hey, Tattoo Dave, our producer, if you'd turn their mics up, that would be the best so I could have some sort of a conversation with these lovely people in this 1876 Virginia City, Nevada-style bar. And before we get to, a subject in hand, in my hand, I guess I should put it back in. This is from Maria. Dear Magic Matt, I see you're still using the word plethora all the time. After all these years, one would think you would come up with a reasonable substitute. Pick up a dang thesaurus, for crying out loud. You will discover an abundance of alternatives. Signed, Miffed in the Midwest. Well, Miffed, I did as you said, and you're right. There are lots of options available. You could say there's a plethora. Yeah, day. Was it too? Did you see it coming? Did you smell it?
Yeah.
You smell it coming? Have I ever mentioned that I'm a big fan of the term farm fresh eggs? It's a non sequitur, but man, when I hear it, I want some of them over easy. And wholesome. Love that word wholesome because it's sort of meaningless when referring to food. It means absolutely nothing. Doesn't mean good for you, but it's wholesome. All right. How are you, my buddy Bob Hayes, there in the Big Islands, the Hawaiian Islands, the Captain Striker from Airplane 1 and 2? Can you tell I'm still recovering from the holidays, Robert Hayes?
Well, I'm feeling wholesome.
Yeah, are you feeling a little wholesome? Now, Bobby, first of all, Merry Christmas. Didn't get a chance to call you on Christmas. I know you were waiting my phone call, but this man, Captain Stryker, from allegedly the funniest movie of all time, Airplane 1. And I thought Airplane 2 was not half bad, although Zucker hates me for making that statement to him at his home.
Cringe.
At
I was sitting there, man.
I was too.
At Cato Kalin's wedding.
Oh.
Yeah, that was not a good time for me. And by the way, do you think I would have been invited to Zucker's parties had I not been such a boob? But Bob, let me ask you. You've known the
Oh, you mean after that party?
Yeah, Bobby Hayes, you've known the boys for years. So do you think if I hadn't been such an idiot and said that I thought that Airplane 2 was underrated, do you think I'd be invited to his parties?
Oh, yeah.
So I did screw up.
Hey, Bob, the room went completely silent. He put his head kind of down, his hand in his forehead, and he's like, "Okay, should I go after this guy? Is he joking with me?"
That's what I get. That's what I get.
I thought Gaynor was going to get divorced because of it.
That's what I get for being honest.
Well, he's not really married.
It wasn't that bad a movie.
It wasn't.
I thought it was underrated. I know he was thrown under the bus. Obviously, Airplane 1 is the movie to see. It's the ultimate. However, my buddy Bobby Hayes is in Airplane 2 as well, so it's worthy of your time. Right, Robert? Yes? No?
Did he hang up?
You there?
Believe me, he can hear me.
He knows.
All right, let me get to this so I can let you go. And happy holidays, and finally, Merry Christmas. We can say Merry Christmas again, although we've been saying Merry Christmas for 25 years on this program. Merry Christmas to you, Bobby Hayes.
Merry Christmas, Happy Holidays, and Happy New Year. Covered all the bases.
Well, you didn't cover Kwanzaa, which, by the way, is a made-up holiday.
Did you notice something right now?
Yeah, it's a made-up holiday. What?
Robert's voice right there sounded like Casey Kasem. I just wanted to say Happy Holidays.
Yeah.
No, you did.
Yeah.
You turned into Casey, my friend.
He's vying for a radio gig.
Okay, here. This is.
I want the residuals.
This is why I'm talking to this big movie star, the star of the funniest movie of all time, Airplane 1. I'm minding my own business, and of course, this time of year, it is a necessity that I watch White Christmas because I love to cry there at the end when they bring on the general because they love the dude so much, and I find myself crying through parts of that movie that I never cried before. I think the older I get, the more I turn into Jimmy Kimmel.
Oh, Dave, where was the rim shot?
Yeah. Now, so the next movie, I was searching like a son bitch for the Grinch animated because I won't watch the movie. There's something about that Jim Carrey. I can't even watch him anymore. He's just annoying. Is he a talented guy? Yes, absolutely talented, but he just annoys the living hell out of me. So I can't get the Grinch without paying like $7, and I'm thinking $7
What?
for a cartoon? Yeah, honest to God. So I passed on that. And Miracle on 34th Street. Okay, I already cried enough already. So I'm
The 1947 version.
Oh yeah, no, the only version. The only version. Yes, yes.
The best one.
But
Just like the Scrooge, the Alistair Sim version.
Now, okay, I knew.
Yeah, not the Bill Murray.
Bobby Hayes, I knew you'd come to my rescue. That was the movie I was searching for, and it didn't even appear because that's the only Scrooge I watch. Is the Alistair? It is absolute.
Well, isn't that a first Christmas Carol? That was the first of Christmas Carol.
It was
right?
absolute.
No.
Yes, it was so
They
dark.
did one in 1935,
Tubi.
1938.
Is
Yeah.
it?
and,
It's on Tubi.
Oh, it's on
I watch it
Tubi?
every year. It was on Tubi.
Oh man, I wanted to watch it. I couldn't find it because I don't know these new Tubi sort of
These newfangled-
By the way, Tubi's free.
Yeah, is it?
Yes.
Well, that's me.
Yeah, you're right. It's got commercials.
So I couldn't find the Alistair Sim because that one is just dark and danky and beautiful, and the special effects suck. But at that time, they were absolute top notch. And that Alistair, it's Sims, right? Alistair is the greatest Scrooge of all time. I can't watch
Oh,
another
he's the
Scrooge.
best.
And by the way, our producer Dave mentioned Bill Murray. No, that's a takeoff on Scrooge. And by the way, I got a kick out of
It's
that.
called Scrooge.
Well, no, but it's still called Scrooge.
No, it's called
Scrooged.
Scrooged. And,
Oh, yeah.
And I thought it was funny. And
It is funny,
I
yeah.
like it. I like that movie. All right, here we go. Here we
As
go.
long as you say Scrooge does.
Yeah,
Scrooge does.
yeah.
Scrooge does.
So Bobby Hayes, your favorite actor of all time, a guy named Jimmy Stewart. Am I talking out of line? Am I talking out of school here?
Yeah, he and Henry Fonda probably were my two although William Powell, Gary Cooper,
Okay, let's not
Cary Grant.
let's not convolute this thing. Let's just
You had all these guys.
Hey Bob, just work with me, kid. Jimmy Stewart, your favorite actor,
I
right?
really
Bob?
like James Cagney a lot. I love William Spencer Tracy. Yeah, he's great.
How about what's your feelings about Rue McClanahan? Any good? Was she any good?
As an actor or as a...
No, as a. All right, listen to me now. Hear me in about 20 minutes.
She was very funny.
Bobby Hayes. So a movie that I wasn't in the mood to watch, and I watched it. It's a Wonderful Life, because you got to go through about 80%, 85% of a sort of a downer. I have newfound respect. And my brother Mart, last week on this show, we were talking about it, and he said, "Oh, you forget about It's a Wonderful Life." I said, nah. I was wrong. And let me point you to the scene where he and, who's the guy? Oh, Donna Reed, by the way. Absolutely.
Who's the guy? Who's the guy? Oh, Donna Reed?
No. Donna Reed and
she identifies as a woman.
Donna Reed.
Back in the day, she was hot as hell.
Absolutely.
Oh my God,
gorgeous.
Oh my God,
She was food. She was absolutely sexy,
You know what she
gorgeous.
She started doing some of those dancing movies, like when she danced in some of the movies, and man, oh man, oh man.
Donna did?
Yeah.
She
was
did?
hot as hell.
I didn't know. I've
Oh,
never.
and From Here to Eternity, also, she was incredible.
Just one of the great actresses, folks in Hollywood, not actresses, because she's a female. She had one of them vagina things. So because of that, actresses, Donna Reed, absolute perfection. Let me point you to the scene that I've watched the movie, but I've never really watched the movie until now. That scene where they're on the phone and Jimmy is sort of coy. He's outside her house. And then she invites him in. She's so excited because that's the man she wants in her life. And he comes in and it's like, I'm sick of this town. I don't like marriage. I don't like this. They get on the phone with the guy that is supposed to be wed to the lovely Donna Reed, a.k.a. Mary. And
The boyfriend.
Yes, the boyfriend. So they're on the phone. This scene blew my mind because this scene is all about Mary sort of trying to make Jimmy Stewart a little jealous. And then Jimmy comes over because the future ex-husband of Donna Reed, a.k.a. Mary, wants to talk to Jimmy Stewart. So they put Jimmy on the phone. Now, the three of them are sort of on the phone, and all of a sudden, there is this incredible, you can feel it, this wiry sort of friction where Donna and Jimmy not liking it. Jimmy is sort of hating her, and it's like, I want to get out of this town. I don't want to be married. And Frank Capra, I think, underrated beyond belief. He directed.
He's one of my favorites.
He directed that scene where it's so tense, and then it's like, and then finally they give in and they kiss, and it's like, okay, that's a done deal. But the build up to that was so brilliant. You know the scene, Bob?
The theme for...
No, the scene I'm speaking of.
Well, which one? Are you talking about Sam Wainwright being on the phone with her?
Okay, that's it. I'm not talking... Is it Sam?
Sam Wainwright is the guy that goes, hee-haw, hee-haw. Then he's kind of got...
Is it Sam that she's...
girlfriend.
Yes.
It's Sam. He's got a whole bunch of girlfriends.
Yeah, it's Sam.
Okay, yeah. He's messing around. He's not into her. And they make that very, very clear. And P.S., what does the hee-haw thing mean?
It's a donkey.
I understand that.
It's like what he figures is his way of saying, hey, guys, to everybody. It's just the annoying thing that he does that everyone thinks it's annoying as hell, but they just think, that's Sam Wainwright. And also, he happens to be a rich kid. He's the son of a guy that owns a huge, hundreds of millions or whatever. Probably back in those days, it would have been like a few million or 10 million. Or
of course.
like
Well, I'll tell you what, that scene for the first time made me cry. I think it's the first time I ever really watched this movie. It was pure perfection. I think any director who didn't have their act together would have sort of rushed it, but they didn't rush it. And
Capra was great. Capra was he's my all-time favorite director. He's incredible.
And you
know the scene. You know the scene in Martinis when everything's falling apart.
Right.
And Jimmy's in there and he's drinking and he's just having that horrible scene where it's like he's just afraid what's going to happen. He doesn't know what's going to happen, and he checks and sees if he's got his life insurance policy, and then he leaves, and they're saying, no, don't go, you know that whole scene.
Yes.
He filmed it one time. They filmed it one time, and the way that he got in touch with something to get him to that place of fear and pain and suffering and everything was just the year before. He'd been in Germany flying the B-17s over Germany. And he had seen so much death and so much just chaos and horrific stuff. And he did it, and they said, can we shoot it again? He says, no, one time. You're going to get it one time, and that's it.
No kidding.
They shot that scene one time, because he said, I can't put myself through that again.
He knew it.
So
wow.
He knew it. So was Jimmy Stewart known as a method actor?
Well, like Henry Fonda, my other great guy, what he said when someone asked him if he had a method, he says everyone has their own method, small m.
Right.
So that wasn't necessarily, that was just kind of happening, just kind of in the beginning stages when those guys were coming up. Maybe even they were coming out before, because they were in the 30s when they started out. And the method, I'm not sure when they started, bringing that into the mainstream.
I'm going to say Jimmy.
Probably in the 40s.
Well, I know Henry Fonda was not a method actor.
Right.
I'm not sure about if Jimmy was, though.
Well, Fonda said that when they asked him, are you a method actor? He says everyone has their own method, small m. So he had his own method.
Right.
But it wasn't what's called the method. It wasn't Brando.
Right.
Bobby, growing up, my best friend was a kid named Doug McKeon who was in On Golden Pond.
That's your buddy Ralph from the Bronx.
Yeah. Doug McKeon, he played Jane Fonda's son in On Golden Pond.
Absolutely. He was great.
Yeah, and he
was
said
great in that.
when he rehearsed with Jane was all about method. She said to Doug, don't worry about the lines. Whatever you feel is right. Say what you feel is right. Go with your feeling. He said, then when he rehearsed with Henry said, kid, we get paid to read the words on the paper.
Yeah.
I love that.
The thing about Fonda was he was very tight. And there was a woman, an actress, that in the scene, she described being in the scene with him. And in the scene, there was a very loving scene. And she put his arm on him, and they hugged or whatever. And he was very soft and very loving in the scene. She reached over and touched him at a different, it was either a different point in the scene, and it wasn't like the normal move.
Right.
Or either that or it was right after the scene was cut. And she reached over and touched him, and he was hard as a rock, just stiff.
In his pants?
It was only when he was in the scene. He played that part.
Way too easy.
Yeah.
Wait.
Well, he set it up. He
Wait.
teed it up.
Well, he said, I don't think Bob knew what he was talking about when he did that.
I think he did.
Are you saying that Robert Hayes, one of the greatest comedic actors of all time, didn't know what he was talking about? Is that what you said?
That's what Marty said.
Whoa, is there a different Marty here?
I don't know. I think you may be onto something. Hey, Bobby Hayes, back to It's a Wonderful Life. Are you aware that Carolyn Grimes, Zuzu Bailey, is still alive, 85 years old? Zuzu Bailey.
I think she's the last one. I believe she's the last one.
No, Carol Coombs, the piano playing Jamie, 90. And our buddy, who we've had over the show several times over the last 20 years, Jimmy Hawkins, a.k.a. Tommy, 84 years old, still alive. So the kids,
really?
Yes, the kids are still around. I don't know why they're not doing a touring road show.
Well, because he's 85, and when he came over here, he didn't have much to say. I mean, except for I was in a
He
Wonderful
was,
Life.
but he was a kid. And what else does he have to say?
I don't know. Don't come over.
He was,
I don't know. I felt uncomfortable. I was like,
You know what, Marty? He's got more movie credits than you do.
Yes, he does, Ralph.
You mean one?
Because I never pursued movies. So.
Bobby, it's Tattoo Dave. I got a quick question for you.
Tattoo Dave.
Have you ever seen Planes, Trains, and Automobiles?
I've seen clips. I haven't seen the whole film.
We already had. We already this.
We already
conversation.
talked to Bobby
With
Hayes about
Bobby?
it.
We've already talked to him about it.
Yeah, I mean, I love those guys.
And by the
I gotta watch that someday.
No,
but I
you
never
don't.
seem to get around to it.
you don't. Doesn't hold up. Not funny. Not funny. In
It's
any way.
hilarious.
It is not hilarious. It is not funny in
It's
any
a
way.
beautiful movie.
It is 94.
Horrible.
94 minutes. You'll never get back.
91% on Rotten Tomatoes.
It is so bad.
Okay, so you like Capra. You really did you just kind of realize that when you were watching
Yes,
Wonderful Life for the
yes,
really
for the-
first time?
so-
if you want to see, it's one of maybe it might be my favorite film of all time. It's Capra's Mr. Smith Goes to Washington. If you want to see a great movie, you
I've
should
watched
watch
it.
that.
I watched it. It is absolute brilliance. It is
Do
absolute.
you know that when they did that movie, what was the Joseph Kennedy was the patriarch, the old man. He had been made ambassador to the court of St. James in London by whoever that was, Truman or whoever it was. I mean, not Truman, Roosevelt. Anyway, they elected him to come out publicly and denounce the film. And they denounced it also on the floor of the Senate because they said, we're not crooks. We are not crooks.
You bet.
Us politicians are not crooks.
Yeah.
And of course, history has proven that to be quite wrong.
Yeah, of course.
Hey, Matt, what did you watch It's a Wonderful Life on?
Yeah, this screen right
No,
here.
what, it wasn't Amazon.
Yes, it was.
Because I just read an article where Amazon Prime did not play the scene in It's a Wonderful Life where he goes back in time to see what would have happened if he did not live.
Well, that's not a movie. The movie doesn't exist.
So they didn't play it on the Amazon Prime
I saw it.
platform.
I don't know where that rumor started, but it was Amazon Prime.
It's a vicious rumor.
That's where
It's a vicious rumor, and it's actually phenomenally stupid because if they cut that out, they cut out the whole
Well, the
film.
reason they cut it out is because
Too
It's a
happy?
No, It's a Wonderful Life was in the public domain because they didn't file the proper paperwork.
Oh,
However, that scene
Yeah.
was how they got the movie made.
You're talking the scenes when he realizes that he wasn't born and
Right.
never existed.
So if you
Which
show
is sort of the crux of the
if you
entire
show that
movie.
scene, you have to pay the royalties.
Yeah.
And Jeff Bezos didn't want to pay the royalties, so he cut that out.
I don't know where that rumor started.
The New York Post.
And by the way, I love the New York Post. I want to believe in everything that comes out of them writers at the New York Post. I'm a huge fan. I look forward to the New York Post taking over L.A. When does that startup begin?
Next year.
Okay, well, looking forward to that. But Jimmy Hawkins, God rest your soul, 84 years old.
Still alive, I believe.
He
I mean,
is.
I don't know.
Is Jimmy Hawkins the guy who played Tommy, the little kid?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, he would be one of the only ones.
Doesn't look like him anymore.
How do you watch that movie without shedding a tear?
Well, you have to.
I mean,
That's right, when I told you that last
unless you're
week-
inhuman. I bet Jimmy Kimmel is probably one of the rare movies where he doesn't cry.
Right.
Yeah, it's probably one of the rare times he doesn't cry.
And Mark C.G. Boyer.
Yeah. Well, Mark C.G. Boyer is not of this earth. And by the way, he's off camera, and he's over there in this 1876 Virginia City, Nevada-style bar. Hey, listen, Bobby Hayes, I love you. Merry Christmas to you.
Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas.
Happy New Year.
I need your damn address so I can send you a gift next year.
P.O. Box 321.
Yeah. Ladies and gentlemen, the great Robert Hayes, a.k.a. Captain Stryker from Airplane 1 and 2, will be this after back on the Big Dog. Hey, we got a really cool guest in here today. A really cool.
Thank you.
Talk about films and talk about filmmaking. This man knows what he's talking about. He's sipping a little,
Belvedere.
as they call it, the amazing Vo. He's sipping a little Vo.
The wacky Vo.
Are you smoking a Stogue as well?
Yes, he is.
Okay, he's one of us. We'll be this after back.
Life seems to line up to have a good time. Your brand new truck is running just fine. Every gal in the really sublime. So what you gonna do? You try on the best suit you can find. You reach out for the biggest glass of wine. It all crumbles when you ain't got the time to try on your best shoes. The math ain't math and the earth ain't square, and I don't know how I ever got there, but I'm telling you, and I mean it true, that you're the only one. You go down to the country store, you got yourself some, but you want some more. You settle for beans when you wanted some rice, and then there's all that sugar and spice. Then it happened, you didn't see it come. All that beauty and class rolled up into one, and you fell on the floor and giggled like a fool, 'cause you're such a simple tool. The math ain't math and the earth ain't square, and I don't know how I ever got there, but I'm telling you, and I mean it true, that you're the only one. It's been a while for us two now through tough times.
The staccato hoofbeats of a golden palomino, carrying a man who fights wherever justice needs a champion.
In a hideaway on the other side of the hill, with Hollywood close enough to smell, one man dared to step up to the bar and talk. And other outlaws heard the legend and joined together to tell their tales. This is how it began. Smoking, drinking, interrupting. Magic Matt Allen. This is Outlaw Radio.
All right, here we are on the verge of the new year. Depending on when you're watching us or listening to us on Magic Matt's Outlaw Radio on YouTube, on Rumble, on X, and the finest stations in America, it could be the new year already. And because of that, how about some New Year's resolutions? And I should have sort of mentioned this to these lovely folks in this 1876 Virginia City, Nevada style bar so they could prepare, but sort of off the cuff. Everyone has a New Year's resolution. We'll start with the great Tattoo Dave, producer of Magic Matt's Outlaw Radio. Do you have a resolution?
Yes, I do. It is to not move anymore.
Okay. Because you moved. You moved from your place of like 30 years to a place in the desert.
I did,
Yeah.
and I'm still moving.
Yeah,
it's been 2 months.
They say that that's one of the nastiest things anyone goes through is a move. And boy, do I agree. Mart, any New Year's resolutions?
No.
Okay. So you're perfect.
Yes.
Yeah, you're like my brother.
It's unfixable.
My brother's life, his life is perfect.
Well, no, I didn't say that, but I just don't have a resolution.
How about my buddy Ralph from the Bronx?
I want my new governor to be Ron DeSantis in 2026.
Yeah, wouldn't that be awesome? And this man, Craig. Now I don't want I would think your last name got you in trouble in school, and folks probably screwed with you. So it is Titley.
It is Titley.
Okay, make sure his mic is up. This is Craig Titley, and he's a feature film and television writer-producer. Began his film career in the Hollywood trenches, production assistant and we'll get into some of the movies and so on. But you know this guy's work. He's one of us. He's a good dude. He smokes, drinks, and interrupts. Have you thought about a New Year's resolution, Craig?
I do, and it's sad to say, happy to say, it's get the hell out of California.
Yeah, nice one.
Yeah.
It's like living here is like being in an abusive relationship.
Yeah.
And I've been here since '89, and I loved this state. I came here because of the movie business.
Craig,
Yes?
me too, 89.
89?
89.
Yeah?
Me too.
To do afternoons at KISS FM here in Los Angeles, 1989.
Yep.
And
I remember you on the radio.
I got to tell you something, Craig. You have never a person in this 1876 Virginia City, Nevada style bar have never been so spot on in saying it is like being in an abusive relationship, because we love California, we love it, we love the desert, and we love the ocean, and we dig the place, and we have many friends here. However, Craig, there comes a point where you got to say, nice chatting with you.
I can't take it anymore.
Yeah.
And it's sad.
Where are you living now, Craig?
I'm still here.
I mean, where here?
Well, you want his address?
He's living in that seat.
I'm just the city.
Yeah, I'm in Playa Vista.
Okay.
Yeah.
Area of LA.
No, well.
By the way, so you know that little dive bar that
The Prince.
Yes,
no,
the Prince of Wales.
Prince of Wales.
Not that little dive bar. No, I'm talking about the other dive bar at the end of the street, the world's smallest bar.
That's
And
Prince
what?
of Wales.
No, it's not.
That's Playa del Rey.
Oh, that's Playa del Rey.
And that's Prince of Wales. There's
All right.
4 seats.
Okay, do me a favor, Craig. Ignore everything I just said. But the bottom line is that is one hell of a resolution. Mark C.G. Boyer, turn his mic up for this. Do you have a feasible resolution?
Yes.
I gave you the most time to think about it because I know you need prep time.
Of course I did.
Yes.
I resolved to remain goofy and annoying for next year.
All right,
That was stupid.
Why did I turn his mic on?
I don't know. I asked you to.
By the way,
Gone.
Playa Vista, I love that area. I've worked a lot in that area.
Blue, very blue.
That's where where they built the Spruce Goose, the big hangar.
Yep.
I worked on that one right
Oh,
there.
yeah.
Where they did a bunch of stuff in there. They built a King Kong ride. They did a Transformers movie right there. Yeah.
All right.
I know it well. Great area.
All right,
I like it.
That added a lot.
I like it. But I'm with
Thanks
you.
for telling Craig what he
about
already
getting out of
knows.
California.
It's probably a ghost town now because nobody shoots here.
Yeah, no kidding, man. I have a few New Year's resolutions. Thank you for asking. I resolved to not attend another party where my drug-addled son may show up. Oh, sorry. That was Rob Reiner's resolution from last year. Okay, yeah, I screwed up that one. I resolved to only eat desserts that came with a sincere backstory. I resolved to learn one new way to make coffee strong enough to wake a whore.
Oh, jeez.
I resolve. By the way, some things you do for yourself.
Wow.
This may be one of them. All right, it's my damn show. I resolved to replace all salad dressing with just a drizzle of something conspicuously icky.
Okay.
I resolved to institute Taco Tuesday as a legally binding household ordinance and invite ICE agents. I resolved to only buy plants I can reliably ignore for a year. I resolved to make a chore wheel that judges me silently when I land on vacuum. I resolved to only purchase furniture that doubles as a hidden torture chamber. No. I'm going to do this till you like it. Okay.
We like it.
I resolve to reply to every email with "Buy me a whore." See, there's a running theme here.
Do you?
I resolve to master the art of looking deep in thought while ignoring the conversation. I resolve to train for a marathon by ordering a whore.
I think there's a common.
I resolve to do yoga poses that mostly prepare me to nap in public places. I resolve to text 3 people per week with only an emoji of a whore. Yes, of a whore.
Common theme.
I resolve to only accept dinner invitations
from a whore
where whores are present.
Oh, there you go. I was close.
I resolve. This is so Norm. I got to tell you, this is my homage to Norm. I have resolved to start every conversation with a harmless conspiracy theory about ice cream sundaes. I resolved to become the friend who brings an emergency board game to whorehouses.
Right.
Yeah.
I was close.
As long as Tattoo Dave is laughing, I know I'm on the wrong track.
Yeah, that's right.
I resolved to invest in crypto named after mythical creatures. I resolved to I resolved to cancel subscriptions and blame it on a mysterious monk or
a whore.
Or I resolved to learn a useless skill to impress strangers at parties, whistling through my teeth. I resolved to read 20 books about
Whores.
No, not about whores, about positive thinking.
Oh, God. See?
Yes.
Way to go, Marty.
Yeah,
Oh,
wow,
man.
wow.
Where was my mind?
And I resolved to finally learn to play an instrument that sounds like a drum machine from the 80s. And finally, almost, I resolved to change all passwords to lyrics from only Kajagoogoo songs.
You did write this.
I resolved, got that right. I resolved, oh yeah, drunken stupor last night until 3 in the morning. I resolved to post one photo per month that misleads people into thinking that I am still Magic Matt Allen. I resolved to win at least one argument by citing obscure logic from Kamala Toe Harris. I've resolved to develop the perfect passive-aggressive sticky note system.
Can I take the pencil out of my eye?
Yeah. I resolved to learn to nap in public without being mistaken for a Democrat. I resolved to stop using "I'm on the way" as a flexible concept. Okay, hold on.
This is a plethora of resolutions.
Well,
Matt, do you need a little more time to prepare?
By the way, I looked up plethora, and very nicely done. I resolved to only buy books I intend to read someday and label them future me problems. Hold on. Okay, that's enough. Well, anyway, listen. You got it's the new year in most parts of the country. What are you saying, Ralph?
He said it was PC. I said, no, Matt. I can tell Matt wrote this.
No. If Pete from Oregon wrote it, it would have been funny.
Yeah, but the whore thing reminded me of him getting, smoking a big bong hit, going, all right, I'm just gonna.
Oh yeah. Well, no. Whore is a funny word.
It is a funny word.
It is a funny, stinking word. Although the Catskills comedians rarely used whore. And I think that's where they went wrong.
You make
Was it because they were Jewish?
No. That and when they wished for a big orange head.
Oh, boy.
I think those two things were wrong.
You make a hormone.
Kick her in the knees?
Don't pay her.
Hey. Either way.
There you go.
This Craig Titley, who wishes he weren't here right now, he's a feature film and television guy. He spent 3 years in film development as an assistant story editor for director Joe Dante. He's one of the bigs, man. Gremlins, Inner Space, and creative consultant for Nickelodeon movies before going on to become a big old screenwriter his own self. This caught my attention. You're completing a PhD in mythological studies at Pacifica Graduate Institute. Mythical study? What in the hell does that mean, Craig?
Bigfoot.
You don't want to ask.
No, I think I do.
It's a lot of things.
Make sure his mic is up. It's very low.
Oh, let me move in closer.
Thank you.
Mythological studies. It's world mythologies, comparative religion.
And what part of mythological studies?
Well, my dissertation is on flatulating trickster figures. Because you got to sort of up the academy, because I love academics and I hate academics, so I'm going to write about farting trickster figures in world mythology.
No kidding.
Yes. It's true.
Nicely done, man.
I think that's got to be a first.
I believe it is.
Yeah.
I'm going to put whoopee cushions under everybody's seats when I do my
I think there's one hanging right there in front of you.
It's funny.
That's no whoopee cushion. That's just me.
It's funny that Craig Titley said that because I was going to offer him some snapping gum. So when you arrived here in Los Angeles in '89, were you certainly a more conservative than you are some lefty woke bastard even in '89?
In '89, coming from the Midwest, coming right off the Reagan era, and I didn't think I thought much about politics at the time.
Me either, by the way.
I just loved the movie business. I came out here to go to grad school at USC. I showed up in my '82 Bonneville and was parking in the garage next to Porsches and BMWs. I'm like, what have I gotten myself into?
Mm-hmm.
That kind of thing. But it was just all love of film and wanting to tell stories.
Were you smoking cigars back then?
I wasn't. I used to smoke cigars, Swisher Sweets.
Okay.
In high school,
you and I are like on the verge of brothers because I would smoke Swisher Sweets out in the desert while hunting arrowheads with my hippie uncle in northern Nevada.
Yeah.
That's
all I knew.
And so I'm the same way. I didn't really get into the passion and love for cigars 10 years later, it began for me.
It came much later. I was invited to join the Grand Havana Room right when it opened.
Right.
And I showed up, and I was a bit embarrassed because they had all these cigars. I'm like, I didn't bring my little white tip thing to put on these. Faux pas. And then I learned, oh, wait.
Not only that, a little mistake. Right?
Cigars don't all have these little plastic white tips on the end?
Yeah. Hey, Craig, Matt, I think you missed this. Craig, did you mention you used to smoke them when you played poker?
In high school, poker,
Okay.
Yeah. I know. Now, let me explain why our producer is saying that. He's hoping you'll stick around for poker. I'm thinking that you probably won't. And Ralph probably wants to get your asses back to Beverly Hills.
No, we're going to Century City to Carmine's. We have a 7 o'clock reservation.
And also, it was high school poker, and I suck at poker, which is probably why you might want
Well,
me
of
to stick
course.
around.
Yeah, of course.
I suck, and get me some drinks. And
All right. Well, we've got the drinks and more cigars if you need them. And as we return here on Magic Matt's Outlaw Radio on YouTube, on Rumble, on X, and the finest stations in America, what does Scooby-Doo and Craig Titley have in common? Oh, there's a little something when we return on Magic Matt's Outlaw Radio. Hey, thank you for being there. I know you have a choice, and I appreciate you choosing us for some damn reason.
Brother with bad breath who's funny sometimes and other times you have no idea what he's talking about. Like a Facebook friend with a real bad attitude. Like that movie that you never wanted to see, but it's the only thing on. This is Outlaw Radio with Magic Matt Allen.
Next hour, we're going to hear from the crying idiot Kimmel as much as we can stand. He did a little thing for Great Britain, for England, because he's a real smart guy.
He's a real man.
Oh, he's a real man who loves America. What else do I have? Oh, Chris Rea. Does that name ring a bell to anyone? Chris Rea. And I love how they give his credit, Driving Home for Christmas. I never knew Chris Rea was a Christmas songwriter, but he's best known for "Fool If You Think It's Over." Remember that big song in the '70s? "Fool if you think it's over."
No.
Dead, 74. And that sort of hit me because I thought he was a pretty good guy, and he suffered a lot of ailments and lived through a lot of crap that he shouldn't have. But Chris Rea, goodbye, Christopher.
Was he a one-hit wonder?
Yeah, pretty much. You know, "Fool If You Think It's Over" was pretty much it. And next hour, Lizzo trashes Nicki Minaj over TPUSA appearance, joining Trump's side for money and privileges. That's the left, my friend. That's the woke Lizzo. Is she the one with the extra large ass?
Oh, yeah. Extra large everything.
Yeah, I was about to say everything.
Yeah,
Thunder thighs.
She's a biggin. She's a biggin. So we'll get to that next hour. Actor Brad Garrett says we have a malignant narcissist in the White House. And did we not get rid of Barack Obama? The BBC reports as well. It is much loved festive hit. Oh, that's back to Chris Rea. Okay, the bottom line, the reason why I'm mentioning Brad Garrett, I was on stage with Brad 15 years ago. We were doing some event together, not knowing which side of the political aisle he was. I was 15 years ago pretty much steadfast in my love of America, meaning I would be on the right side.
You weren't a dummy.
Correct.
Okay.
Brad Garrett, who is not a dummy, but he's one of these intellectuals.
I met him one time.
Yeah. He's a funny guy. He was great in that sitcom. Everyone loves Harry.
Mad About Me.
Oh, yeah. Whatever the hell that was.
Everybody loves Raymond.
Yeah. And I know what it was.
Oh, you said whatever, so
No, I know.
Three's Company.
Three's Company. Yeah. Brad
Black
Garrett.
Hawk and now.
Yeah. Brad Garrett, of course, played the funny guy who fell over couches in Three's Company.
Yep.
Brad Garrett, I have had a bad taste in my mouth about this guy, not knowing his political stance, but isn't it odd how those people tend to be a-holes?
You mean when he was in the back alley of a club using the N-word when he was drunk?
Is that right?
Yeah.
That's
why he was blacklisted.
Is that right?
Yeah.
Well, not anymore because he's a big
No, now he's back.
Oh, so they welcome him back.
Right.
So you remember the pen?
You can say nasty epithets as long as you're on the left.
That's correct.
Yeah.
And you pay homage to the woke left.
Yeah.
All right.
You remember the pet store down in Malibu in the little shopping center?
Of course.
Okay, so there's a pet store down there. This is about 15 years ago. Me and my ex were down there with our daughter Jackie.
I bought a lemur there.
And did you? Yeah. So,
Yeah.
lemur.
Yeah.
So
by the way, it's back here with me nibbling at my toes.
Nice.
Yeah.
So we were looking at the puppies, and my daughter was holding a puppy. So Joni is like kind of bent over. And
By the way, that's a cross between a lizard and an emu.
Oh.
Yeah. Go ahead.
So, and my ex had a pretty nice backside. And so she's bent over to the puppies, and Brad Garrett's standing there, his tall, huge self.
Yeah, he's tall.
She turns around, like her head is in his stomach, her chest area.
Or lower.
And then she goes, oh, hi, yeah. Whoa, I'm a big fan. I like the show. Yeah, you going to get that puppy? He was kind of rude. To her, but he was checking her ass out, and I feel like going, hey, I know you're big. You probably crushed me.
I understand caustic.
So you took it as a compliment.
Yeah.
Yes, I absolutely did.
I understand caustic. I understand that sort of humor. I understand.
He was being, he was trying to be dry.
But I'm talking about personally. I found
Right.
the guy to be an asinine piece of crap, and it's funny how years later.
What is he doing now?
He doesn't have to do anything. He made so much effing money. I'll tell you what he does. He plays poker.
Yeah, I was going to tell you. So he does a charity tournament every year.
Yeah.
And he does this, I think it's 914 Cry Help or something like some charitable foundation that he represents.
That he doesn't really give an F about.
Right. But
It's obviously not the NAACP.
No.
Well, that's
Yeah.
No.
I guess not. But I want you to know that
or the United.
if you ever have the opportunity to spend some time, like let's say an autograph session with Brad Garrett, don't
bother.
No, don't bother, especially if you're a lover of America, because I don't believe this guy is. Much like the Jimmy Kimmels of the world, and of course, Although a very smart gal, Rosie O'Donnell.
Oh,
yeah,
Very smart gal.
And by the way, good looking. All right.
I think they were married.
We got a lot to get to next hour when we return on Magic Matt's Outlaw Radio on YouTube, on Rumble, on X, and the finest stations in America. Love you, Wisconsin. What's up? What's up? What's up?
Riding up the range, I've got my hat on, I've got my boots dusty, I've got my saddle on my horse, he's cold, of course, I wanna be a cowboy. And you can be my cowgirl. I wanna be a cowboy. And you can be my cowgirl. I wanna be a cowboy. Riding on a jack wagon, following my man. His name is Ted. Can you believe that? Ted, oh Ted, fighting up in the prairie. Plays havoc with my hair. Makes me feel quite dirty. And we all do sometimes. Ted gets so dirty. I wanna be a cowboy. And you can be my cowgirl. I wanna be a cowboy. And you can be my cowgirl. I wanna be a cowboy. Looking like a hero. 6-gun at my side. Chewing my tobacco. Out in the horizon, I see a puff of smoke. Indians on the warpath. White men speaking of fought down, isn't it? Or not. I wanna be a cowboy. And you can be my cowgirl. I wanna be a cowboy. And you can be my cowgirl. I wanna be a cowboy. And you can be my cowgirl. I wanna be a cowboy. And you can be my cowgirl. I wanna be a cowboy.
the doohickey that rolls.
Hi, this is Meatloaf. Okay, kids, you know what time it is? You know what time it is? It's Outlaw Radio time! Our main event! Outlaw Radio.
Hi, this is Sean Young on Outlaw Radio.
Hey, this is Shelley Berman on Outlaw Radio. Listen, come on, listen to me or listen to Matt. If you like being bored, it's great for you.
It's Robert Hayes. I'm here on Outlaw Radio with Magic Matt, a.k.a. The Weasel. We are here to drink. We're here to smoke. We're here to interrupt. You may drink, you may smoke, you may interrupt, but I'm here to
Live from the Lighten Up Lounge, this is Tom DeLuise saying, this is Outlaw Radio.
Hi, this is Chuck Woolery at Lighten Up Lounge on Outlaw Radio. Lots of fun, guys. Be back, 2 and 2.
Hi, this is Gilbert Gottfried, and you're listening to Outlaw Radio, where we smoke, we drink, and occasionally we bother people who look old and weak.
Hi, this is Rick Dees with Magic Matt, a.k.a. Mr. Cigar, in the Lighten Up Lounge. We drink, we smoke, we interrupt.
All right, my friends, my friendlies, welcome back. Magic Matt's Outlaw Radio. Happy New Year. Happy New Year. Happy New Year. Dip-a-dip-dip-a-dip, bob up and by me. Happy New Year's. Habba-digga-digga-digga-digga-digga-digga-digga-digga. And a guest for the new year, a dude named Craig Titley, who is completing a PhD in mythological studies at Pacifica Graduate Institute. He's also, you talk about screenwriting credits. How about Cheaper by the Dozen? Everybody like that movie?
Yeah, love
See, that was a good movie. That was a funny movie. Scooby-Doo?
Yep.
Right?
Ruh-roh.
Yeah, no,
Brilliant.
I'm not talking about the cartoon. I'm talking about the movie. Percy Jackson and the Olympians.
Oh.
No one?
I didn't see it.
Woo, yay.
The Lightning Thief graduated from Mattoon High School in eastern Illinois and has a doctorate at Pacifica Graduate Institute. What's your doctorate in there, my good man Titley?
It's a PhD in mythological studies.
Wait, so you already have it?
No, I'm finishing up my dissertation.
Okay.
Wasn't Sarah Michelle Gellar in Scooby-Doo?
She was.
Yeah.
With Freddie Prinze Jr., which is where they met, so I like to think that I'm responsible for their
God bless you.
Oh, beautiful.
relationship.
For their nuptials.
Hey, Cyrus Nowrasteh, one of the great directors of all time. So supposedly you know this man, Craig Titley.
Cyrus.
Is that a yes?
Yes, I do. Yes, I do.
It's been a while.
I'm a fan. I'm a fan of Craig's.
Oh, I love
a
that
long
part.
time.
Love that.
Been a long time.
And
Very long time.
You're about to enter a corridor known as an airplane, and so our producer off mic, he said, "Tell him don't go." Or was that you, Rob?
That was me.
Don't go. Don't go. Just hang
Don't
with
get
us.
on. Don't get on.
So you're a fan of Craig Titley. Why? What sort of work, or just as a human being?
Both. Both.
Yeah. He's only been here an hour, but he's getting looped enough to accept us, and smoking a big fat stogie. And
oh, well, that's fantastic.
Did you know that Craig Titley played in various punk and metal bands?
No, I did not. I did not.
I didn't know that either. Well,
we didn't get to that yet. But have you, the great Cyrus Nowrasteh, and Craig Titley, have you ever worked together? Boy, that sounds like an airport.
Yeah, I am in an airport. Well, you know, we know some of the same people and have worked with some of the same people, but we have not actually worked together.
Not yet.
But,
but I'm very
there's
excited.
always time.
Very excited to see your new film. Ralph just raves about it.
Oh,
I
man.
can't wait.
Sarah's Oil.
Sarah's Oil is one of the great films of all. Now
He said Cyrus's Oil.
No, Cyrus's Oil. Now, Craig Titley, I want you to know that simply because Cyrus and I are dear friends, it certainly does not blemish any of the facts that this movie is absolutely. If I didn't know the man and I watched the movie, and I did, I would say that is one of the great movies. Makes you laugh, makes you cry. I mean, it is a beautiful movie. And so how did it do? I mean, in retrospect.
Well, it did better than MGM and Amazon thought it was going to do, about 50% better. But it's all about the streaming. It's all about feeding the streaming monster.
Cyrus, I paid $19.99 to see that film, and it was absolutely awesome.
Yeah, it is, right? Right,
Thank
Ralph?
you.
We haven't talked
Thank
about
you.
it. Yeah. I mean, you loved it from beginning to end, and it's based on a true story. Little black gal who is just minding her own business, and she knows that there's oil in them there fields, and she is consistent, and she ends up making an S-load of money and seemed like a great gal, and you chose the right gal for the part, Cyrus.
Good. No spoilers. I haven't seen it yet.
Well, you know, we saw over 500 folks. I'm being called again, gentlemen.
All right.
I love talking about myself.
All right.
I love talking about my work.
Hey,
you guys should be talking about Craig.
Yeah, well, we are.
He's in studio.
Cyrus Nawasta, Merry Christmas to you.
Safe travels,
my
Same
buddy.
to you guys.
All right. Love that guy. One of the great guys. See, us of like we were talking about Brad Garrett earlier, and the fact that I was forced on stage with him to co-host an event with Brad Garrett, and even though I didn't know this man's political affliction, I left hating this guy.
Oh wait, Dave, pull him up. Brad's on the phone.
But Cyrus is a genius. I mean, he knew that only you could play across from one of the great box office stars of all time, Burt Reynolds.
He did not direct that movie.
Nicely done, Ralph.
He didn't get him in the
That was David Zucker.
That was like Cato's.
That was not David Zucker either, dummy.
I know, you dumbass.
No, it's
I said dummy.
It's a little movie I co-starred with Burt Reynolds called
Yeah.
Category 5. Maybe you forgot about Category 5. Maybe everyone forgot about Category. I'm big in France. where they friggin' dubbed my lines with some high-pitched voice.
That wasn't a Cyrus film?
That was not a Cyrus film.
No. Oh, damn it.
No, because if it were a Cyrus film, it would have been good. Wow. Yeah.
So, Matt, you mentioned I got to go back here now.
Yeah.
Being a musician, I've got to go back here.
You don't have to.
Punk rock and what?
You
metal?
aren't.
Yeah, so, okay.
This is, by the way, the great Craig Titley, who has been in the business for years and years, came out here from Illinois, minding his own business in a big old Studebaker in 1989, and wondering, you know, I'm parking next to Porsches and Corvettes and beautiful Mercedes, and, you know, what the hell have I gotten myself into? But he made something of himself. You know why? Because he ain't a lefty dummy that is depending on other people to give him stuff. You knew, Craig, that you had to work for it, right?
Yeah, hard work and a dream. And as a kid, growing up listening to Kiss, which gets back to the Gene Simmons of it all. With Gene, as a kid, you know, he was a very good influence because in interviews, he'd always talked about working hard and pursuing your dreams and don't let anybody tell you can't, and that really resonated with me at a very young age.
By the way, we recognized during the break that Craig is friends with the great Gene Simmons of Kiss.
Yeah, we've developed a few things together. I've known him for quite some time.
Love that.
You know, we're not like a holiday card best friends, but
It's so nice you're in the studio today, Craig. It's been a
always-
long time since I've talked to you. It's I like seeing you. You know, Craig, you've done a lot for me too, and we have had some very good projects.
Gene
together.
Simmons.
There you go. Yeah.
Yes.
I think of him as a mentor from afar because he mentored me without technically mentoring me, just because of his influence on me. But yeah.
So hold on. Do you have his phone number or not?
I think I do. Yes.
No, you know, since I moved to Mount Rainier, Washington State, Craig and I, you know, once in a while we keep in touch. Not a lot, but
I will tell you something, Craig Titley, that if I could get that man over here, we would not smoke for the hour that he
Hold on a second.
Because I know he hates smoke, right?
Did Gene Simmons do a concert and personally invited your mom to that concert?
Well, they played in my this is 2000 on the first farewell tour. they played in my hometown in Illinois, and my mic just moved. So you know, a lot of people call Gene and like ask for favors, and I know he's not like that, and I'm not like that.
Right.
So I sent him, you know, so when you send him a fax, and I said, hey, you're playing in my hometown area. I've never seen you there. I'd like to get tickets for like 10 of my friends. I'm not asking you for these tickets. I will pay for them. Or he's dabbles in the movie business. Or I will, in exchange for this, I will do a free rewrite on any project you have.
Nice.
Quid pro quo, because I don't take things for free.
Quid pro quo is good,
And
my
I've learned
friends.
from Gene as my mentor from a child, just reading interviews, that you don't sell yourself for free and everything. And he responded, sure, no problem. And then my mom's like, I want to go. I'm like, also my mom would like to go.
Of course,
and,
man.
And no
Yes.
problem. So we show up at Champaign, Illinois, to see Kiss, and we had our tickets, and he had my mom like in a special section where she was protected.
Beautiful.
But then my mom kept looking down at us. She's like, I want to be like down there with you kids. So
Oh.
halfway through the show, there was like a bodyguard looking out for her. I brought her down, and we were like front row, and Gene did a couple like crotch thrusts at my mom. And then
Gave her the
Stick the
tongue.
tongue out.
Gave her the tongue. Yeah.
and then afterwards, we went backstage, and he saw my mom, and I think he's a really gracious guy.
Yeah.
He has a reputation, but he saw my mom and threw his arms around her. Was like, "You're mine tonight, Mrs. Titley," and she and my mom goes, "Oh, Gene." It was really sweet. She was like 65 years old at the time.
God bless her, man.
Yeah,
God
he's
bless her.
a good guy. I hope to work with him some more, and now that Kiss is retired, to get back into the movie thing with him. So
Well, supposedly retired and tells.
because I still owe him that rewrite. If you're listening out there,
He did a short-lived, not even short-lived, it never even went out, but it was a TV show he was trying to do called Smash. And I auditioned for this thing. And then because we shopped, he had a label for a while, too. I think it
Mark,
was Simmons.
your tongue was not long enough.
No, I think
So
it was
they-
Simmons
they-
Records.
Neither was his talent.
They took a pass.
So he had Simmons Records and an RCA, I believe. It was up in the RCA building. And we walked in with a package, and we were just we were busting down doors. We were young kids going, we don't care. We're just going to walk in and say he was waiting for us. The secretary says, well, does Mr. Simmons expect you today? I said, no, but we want to drop this off. Is he here? No, he's in New York. You could hear him in his back office.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah, it's like, tell them I'm in New York. I have no time for these kids.
And
But
we would have got away with it too if we
So how'd that work out for you?
Simmons Records went under. Well, he
Those
closed
pesky
it.
kids.
Yeah.
They made a movie about it called Airheads.
Airheads, yeah.
But anyway, no, I agree. I've never met him in person, but I know people that do know him.
Well,
and,
because he's important.
and he,
He's a very, very, very smart guy.
Very
I'm waiting for
conservative-
Mary to chime in.
very
here.
conservative guy.
And I think very gracious if you get to know him.
Dude.
No, but why would Gene Simmons want to know you, Marty?
No,
Who said he did? I said I never met the guy.
You're right. Now, and
God
P.S.
darn it.
P.S. In my brother's defense, it's like between the two of you. And,
shut up.
And certainly our producer.
Both you a-holes.
It's like goes out of his way.
Yeah.
To throw my brother under the bus. If you're going to do that, then at least make it clever,
Right.
Dave.
Make it
At least
smart.
Was it
make
clever waiting for Mary to chime in because she has something
Yes,
to say
yes. Let me
about
explain.
everything
Let
he
me
does?
explain why. Because no one knows who Mary is.
Or
Marty.
I don't know if I've explained
And then
this.
keep on-
Except
in-
all the people that
in-
are commenting on the
In
page.
radio, no one knows who Mary is. So in order to make it make sense for the listening audience, I would then have to redress the stage and explain who Mary is. So it makes absolutely no sense.
Well, then
Hence
obviously-
ridiculous.
hence my reason for saying at least be clever about it. At least when you're going to throw them under the bus, and I got no problem with that. Be clever. Be clever
Well,
about
if you guys could back it up at all, and have been on stage and
We don't
played-
have to back it
and
up. You
played-
never met the guy.
and played music, then it would be different. But
I believe I
mean,
did meet the man, but I don't know the man. Which is meaningless.
Why would he want to know you?
But he would not.
Right.
But I will tell you.
Well,
that
I would say
Gene Simmons is a guy that I respect an awful lot.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Immensely.
Good,
Yeah.
conservative, nice, and very, and like you said, man, that guy worked hard.
And
He worked
and he's
hard.
a Jew.
He loves America.
He didn't speak a lick of English when
Yeah.
he came here.
And I would also say, and he always sort of downplays his musical abilities, but a phenomenal bass player.
Is he? Because
and a
I don't.
phenomenal songwriter.
Yes.
I mean, his solo album back in the Kiss era.
I loved
had
it.
These Beatles songs, like
I don't know about that, but I will say it was good because I bought all the solo
you're really going to
records.
critique
Yeah.
Gene
Yeah.
Simmons.
But yeah, for whatever reason,
Beatles act? No.
Kiss, in general, sort of downplay how good their music is.
No, he did. He did.
And it's phenomenal. They have so many songs
Really
that are
good
catchy
songs.
and addicting and that have endured for decades.
Oh yeah, they still hold up today.
And Ace Frehley, God
Ace.
rest his soul, he wrote some of the coolest riffs on guitar
Yeah.
that'll blow you away to this day. And some of
Yes,
the greatest guitar
yeah.
players are coming out saying, he was underrated. They put him down for this and that. Oh, he's a mediocre guitar player. Guess what?
He was great.
He was great.
You know, my
Self-taught.
I had 2 nicknames in high school.
Yeah.
And one of them was Tit.
Well, of course,
That's
Craig
right.
Titley.
And the,
yeah.
and the other one was Ace because I was obsessed with Ace Frehley.
Nice.
Oh, no kidding.
If you go back to my
You and I both, man.
Yeah, if you go back to my hometown, everybody is like, "Hey Ace" or "Hey Tit." And my first band, because when you have a name like Titley, you have to get in front of it.
Yeah, you
right?
do, you do.
I learned this early. And so my first band was like junior high, and we were called Tit and the Boobs.
Nice.
Oh, boy.
And we had T-shirts and
Nice.
everything. Yeah.
Nice.
I don't have to bleep that, right, man?
No,
That's fine.
you don't. No,
All right.
hey,
It's my name. You can't bleep it.
That's true. Did we establish what instrument you play?
No.
I played guitar and I sucked. And there were so many
Okay.
guitar players, so I'm like, well, let me switch to bass because every band is looking for a bass player.
Yes, they are.
And the transition from guitar to bass was fairly easy
Yep.
for me, and so I played bass, and thought I was going to be a rock star, but I just didn't have the talent required.
So see,
not always necessary, but
But isn't that nice, Craig Titley, that you were aware of that? It's like this is something. This is sort of were you passionate about it?
yeah, I mean, I wanted to be a rock star, and I just wasn't that good.
Did you guys ever play shows?
No, that's great that you understood that because there's people in the show that don't understand.
Did you guys ever play shows? Did you guys ever play shows? Did you ever do CDs? Did you do 5 CDs? Did
No.
you play live?
No, you know what, Marty? You think you 5 CDs. You know what? You did. You created.
Anyway,
no, hold on
bro.
a second, Marty.
You're done. You're out of my
Marty,
life.
you have 5
A-hole.
CDs
Yes.
and total of 5 CDs sold.
Okay.
Okay.
I think he gave them.
Wait for that line. Wait a minute.
I think he gave them away.
When I was doing this, there were no CDs. It was still
Right,
cassettes.
cassette.
Yeah.
I mean, we
My
played
first
like,
recording was cassette.
we played skating rinks and
Yeah.
after parties
Sure.
and block parties,
Kegger
and stuff
parties,
like that. And
yeah.
then I decided,
Yeah.
I realized I think I'm a better writer. And
Nice.
so I'm like, okay, I won't be a rock star. And besides, look at me. I would have been Phil Collins. I don't have the rock star
So
look.
what?
But you learned
Yeah,
learned to play guitar sort of
Yeah.
by Todd Cole of the Digits.
Yeah. Yes.
Right?
So there was this band called The Digits from Central Illinois that had this great punk following. They had a song covered by The Offspring. And Todd Cole, who's the drummer of The Digits, was a drummer in my band. And then Doug Evans, who was a member of The Digits, was a friend of mine. And Rick Sims, who was the mastermind behind The Digits. He was the Billy Joe Armstrong of The Digits.
Yeah.
Taught me how to play guitar when I was just he taught guitar lessons at a little music store, and I was like a little whippersnapper, and he taught me how to play I Want to Be Sedated and Firehouse and,
Right.
and all these great songs. And so
So he's doing Ramones covers for you. So
yeah, he taught me how to play guitar, and then I was
Nice.
briefly in a band with Doug Evans called the Blitz Kids, which he invented, and then Todd Cole was in a band, but again, we never recorded, we never did anything.
Yeah, but that's fun, man. That's
was
cool.
fun. It was
yeah,
super
of
fun.
course.
So you don't
Yeah.
have 5 CDs.
No.
All right.
I don't even have 5 cassettes. I think I have 1 cassette of us playing in my mom's basement. That might be all that exists.
Yeah, I mean, when I said we were going 8-track. I mean, that's what my first recording was 8-track. Which nobody knows. It's like really.
I love how it wouldn't finish a song. He had to get the second half of the song by hitting the button.
Yep.
It's like, and she's buying the stairway.
Click.
Heaven.
It's like, what an archaic concept. I remember when my best buddy John Albee and I were cruising Colby in Everett, Washington, attempting to pick up chicks. And we would have the 8-track blaring, but then it would just, right when we're next to some hot chicks, and boom, the song would stop.
Sure.
Chick. And it's like, oh no, the vibe is gone. The vibe is gone here.
By the way, Craig, if you have the inkling, if you have a feeling or anything, I got a bass and a bass amp in there.
Cool.
And
And
a
also,
drum set.
I think we're
And a keyboard.
underselling the ka-chunk of 8-track. 'Cause it was aggressive. It was like,
It was aggressive.
whoa, killing the mood here.
Yeah.
No, completely. We're just trying to pick up chicks, for God's sakes. This is not working.
What is happening in your car? What is happening in this Trans Am?
Dude, I had a 77 Trans Am.
By the way, my buddy John, who he was able to drive before me. He's a year older. So yeah, he loved the muscle cars. So we always had the muscle cars, and it was a great thing. He one day got so sick of the album that I fell in love with, Supertramp's Breakfast in America.
Oh, great.
I listened to that on 8-track so many times, over and over, incessantly for 2 months. We're on a road trip with some chick. We used to do this. You pick up a chick and we want to go on a road trip. We go on a road trip. But unlike a lot
Is
of
that called kidnapping?
No, it is not, because she was of age and she said yes.
So it's consensual.
So I played this over and over, the song "Goodbye Stranger," because I loved it so much. John one day, and I know I mentioned this, so those of you watching us on YouTube, on Rumble, on X, or listening to us on the greatest stations in America, if you can turn off your radio now if you've heard this. The bottom line is, John one day, without saying anything, pulled over to the side of the road. He took something out of his car. I didn't know what it was. He put it under his front tire, and he rolled over. It turned over. It turned out it was Breakfast in America by Supertramp.
Had enough.
He completely crushed it. Yeah.
Had enough of it.
And he just sent me an email as he's coming back from Alaska, because he's the chief engineer on one of these fishing boats. So, he's the Scotty of Star Trek. So he pretty much runs the show there. So he's coming back, heading back to Arizona, and he said, "I don't know why, Matt, but I'm in the plane right now, and I'm going to listen to the entire Breakfast in America album."
Wow.
Yes, and so he did. Then he sent me an email back. He said, "Now I know why I ran over that thing."
It's a great record.
He got off the plane and put it under the tire.
Yeah, no, you know what I told him, Dave? I said, put it under one of the food carts wheels. And he said, well, I would, but my phone's $2,000. Yeah. So anyway, it's if you've never listened to that album in its entirety, it's brilliant.
It's beautiful.
Yeah, it is
Great record.
from beginning to end. It's one of the great albums of all time. So since you've been out here, Craig Titley, big movie dude and TV guy here in Hollywood, have you ever joined a band, or have you ever gotten up there on stage and played a little guitar or bass?
No, talk about sort of fate and destiny. When I moved out here, I had a Fender Precision bass that was hot pink, because it was the 80s, right? Yeah. Hey, Jeff Beck was wearing pink back then, so it's all cool. It's all good. My first week in L.A., somebody broke in my apartment and stole it. They they left the case just to tease me.
Oh, God.
Right? Because this empty coffin, and the bass was gone. And this is a sign I gotta stick to movies. and I have a little studio at my house with I went back to guitar, Les Paul, and acoustic that I play around with just for shits and giggles.
Yeah,
you can say it.
That's a bleep.
I got it.
Okay, you shot it.
Shits and giggles.
The old Precision. I mean, that's the classic.
Yeah.
That's the one everybody has. That's a nice bass.
It was great, but my first week, it's hey, welcome to LA. We're taking all your stuff.
Yeah.
That sucks.
By the way, more with Craig Titley. I don't know why we're not going to break, but we are right now. When we return, because I have a couple questions that I haven't asked yet of this man who is one of us. Smokes, drinks, interrupts. Ralph knows the good guys. And Ralph Odierna, my man from the Bronx, brought this man over. Happy New Year, everyone. We'll be this after back on Magic Matt's Outlaw Radio.
Wanna buy a new car, but the price ain't right. Ain't that gold? Be a damn sight cheaper. Yes, it would. Start riding a bike. Listen, they're making milk out of powder. Yeah, they are.
crime. Poor baby, they know what that stuff is. Rent's gone up higher. Yes, it is. Got the parents lying. Lord, it's a real motherfucker, yeah. Make you wanna run for cover, yes it will. And if you look, you will discover, yeah. Lord, it's a real motherfucker. Good dog. Listen, got to go to a disco. Throw your troubles away. Dance to the music that the DJ plays. Well, all right. And then the lights come on. Yeah. Like you knew they would. That cold. Gone home and face the music. That don't sound too good. Ain't that cold? Listen. Lord, it's a real motherfucker. It'll make you wanna run for cover, yeah. And if you look, you will discover, yeah. Lord, it's a real motherfucker, yeah. Lord, it's a real motherfucker, yeah. Make you wanna run for cover, yes it will. And if you look, you will discover, yeah. Lord, it's a real motherfucker. Say it's a real motherfucker. Oh, get out of here! Too cold. Cold-blooded, I'm telling you the truth. Let me stop here at this gas station. Give me 3 gallons of low lead. I'm full, nothing else. I better stop and give me 2 hot dogs and a strawberry soda.
Recognize my voice? You might not, huh? This is the Money Man, Eddie Money, with my good buddy Magic Matt right here. Outlaw Radio. Let me do it again. Are you an outlaw? I'm an outlaw, huh? My probation officer loves me. This is Money Man, my good buddy Matt right here on Outlaw Radio.
By the way, normally I edit that part. I'm going to leave that.
Yeah, leave it.
Let me tell you why, because it made me chuckle. It's like there's the sound of a duck and some bird.
Crickets, I think.
And by the way, Eddie Money would find that funny.
Oh yeah. God bless the great Eddie Money.
He would not like Tattoo Dave, though.
No, he would not. But
I met him in the supermarket
Oh, did you?
And he didn't like you.
Wait a second.
He
This
gave
is-
me his daughter's phone number.
This
My
is,
story.
This is like a Brother Mart story.
I need people at 7-Eleven.
Yeah.
Huh?
It was a 7-Eleven. We were picking out just the right burrito
That's right.
to enjoy on Christmas.
Me and Dave Grohl had a Slurpee together.
He told me to go with the green chili.
Yeah. Oh, by the way, green chili, you can't go wrong.
That's
yeah.
the one.
Oh,
That's
yeah.
the best one.
Oh, you can never go wrong.
Got that from the money man.
My friends, if you just tuned in, the great Robert Hayes, Captain Stryker of Airplane 1 and 2, he was on the show today.
Yes, he was.
The great Cyrus Nowrasteh, one of the great directors of all time.
He was getting pat down by TCA.
He was getting pat down, and by the way, loving every or TSA,
Yeah.
but loving every friggin' second of it. He is the man responsible for a movie that, if you haven't seen, when it begins streaming, please do me a favor. And I don't mind if you tell me I'm wrong. Believe me, you know that about me. Tell me I'm wrong that Sarah's Oil is not a great movie.
Fantastic.
Right, Ralph?
I paid $19.99 for it.
Yeah,
Can't believe that.
And it was worth it, right? It was worth it.
Yes.
And you had to make your own damn popcorn.
Yes, I did.
What a dirty, rotten shame. This Craig Titley is a man among men in Hollywood because you don't mind being sort of outed in that you're not one of those woke left
Well, I think of myself as apolitical because I'm a big believer that anybody in the arts should just keep their opinions to themselves, you know?
But you're not apolitical. But you're not. No, okay, so you're saying that to be diplomatic. I understand. We all got to eat.
By the way, Craig brought a special guest today.
Yeah.
Bigfoot, come on in. Come on. Right?
All right.
No, but I'm like, you know, my...
Turn his mic up, man.
I'm probably not close enough.
Yeah, get up there.
But yeah, I believe anybody in entertainment should keep their political opinions to yourself. 'Cause
Yes!
My job is to have everybody watch my shows and not to alienate anybody.
Right.
But yeah, I think now, look, the Democratic Party, the party of my parents and everything of that is
The party
it
of
doesn't
my-
exist anymore.
The party of my parents,
Almost
the party,
everybody's
my
parents.
my party.
It's sadly it's become
It's gone.
socialist.
Yes, it's gone.
Right.
That's not who we are, Craig.
And I am not a socialist. I believe in the power of the individual. I'm an Ayn Randian sort of libertarian.
Me too,
and,
man.
I believe the power of the individual and the government should be as tiny as possible. And when does that make you a conservative? I mean, it's like
Interesting point.
It's
Ayn Rand, would you say that she was conservative?
No.
No, she was not.
No, but now she's considered like right wing.
Yeah, big time.
Like I read Anthem it was assigned reading in high school, which they would never assign that now. But Anthem, her novel where everybody referred to themselves as we.
Yes.
And that had a profound impact because I believe, and this goes back to Gene Simmons and the power of Kiss and the individual, which I grew up on in Marvel Comics. And I believe in the power of the individual, and the government shouldn't do anything to suppress the power of the individual.
Stay out of it.
But, one party now wants to... Look, both parties are corrupt to the core. Let's all admit that.
By the way, Craig, not agreeing with you simply because you're here and I like you. You're 100% correct. We have talked about that. Both parties screwed. However, there's only one party that you can support these days, Craig.
And that's the rock and roll party.
That's right, baby.
Rock and roll.
You heard him say it.
And party every day.
I knew that was coming, by the way. I smelled that. Hey, speaking of rock and roll and performers, Lizzo. That big old bootied Lizzo trashes Nicki Minaj after the TPUSA appearance, joined Trump's side for money and privileges. Lizzo could not be more wrong. Left-wing idiot stick and star and Kamala Harris 2024 presidential surrogate Lizzo claims rap megastar Nicki Minaj only joined President Donald Trump's side because she sees it as more profitable and more beneficial, predicting that the public will start seeing an influx of celebrities who will follow suit. The only reason a celebrity would follow suit, I believe, is because they finally feel that it's okay to sort of speak out and tell you what they're really thinking. And the fact that they really do love the United States. Rather than, look into the reasons why Minaj would support President Trump, old Lizzo, big old Lizzo, oversimplified the matter by chalking it up as the super bass singer simply seeking money and certain privileges. Do you see it that way in any way, shape, or form, Ralph?
You know what's really interesting is a lot of what we would consider the typical left, African Americans, Latinos.
There are black Americans.
Whatever.
I don't kowtow to this African American
Fair
concept.
enough. Fair enough. They realize they've been played.
Yes.
They have absolutely been played. The Democrat Party, and they have done absolutely nothing outside of lip service.
Yep.
They do not care about people becoming wealthy.
You mean any underprivileged person that may need a home, someone who has been slapped down, they truly don't give an F.
They do not care.
They care about power.
That's
correct?
all it is. And by the way, that is the dictum of socialists and communists. It's all about the government. It's all about the powers that be. It's not about the underclass. It's not about people getting outside of their status
But
in life.
it's about going out of your way to make sure the underclass understands that we really do care about you, and they don't.
And it's a huge lie.
It's a scam-a-lama ding-dong.
100%.
Yeah. Yeah. Alec Baldwin says faith in God helped him overcome suicidal thoughts after shooting a woman to death. I'm not buying it.
Nope.
He is the biggest liar.
Right? I'm not buying it.
Phony.
He is the biggest liar in the entire world. I have met Alec more times than I care to know. He is such... You know what it is? All he cares about is how much money he can make. He will play that side of the field.
Just like the woke left. The Democrats. How much money can I make? How are these people congressmen and congresswomen who didn't have a dime, and they're making, what, a couple $100,000 a year, and all of a sudden they're billionaires?
Ilmar Omar
I'll get into that broad.
is now worth $30 million.
Yeah, aside
How
from,
did that happen?
Aside from everything we dislike about that friggin' piece of crap, the way she speaks drives me nuts. Everything at the end of a sentence is like this.
She goes up on every line.
Oh, my God. It drives me insane, this broad. So corrupt. So nasty.
So what I'm looking at is the younger generation, the Gen Z, more religious, more conservative.
Well, the guys.
Yes.
Guys. I don't think you can say that about the females.
No,
But the men.
Women are a lost cause.
Yeah.
They should not be allowed to vote.
Well, we knew that we did the wrong thing so many years ago. Did you hear me, Craig? Craig Titley? Yeah. The woman vote, just a bad idea.
So my point is,
you notice Craig being silent?
Well, of course he is.
No on 19. No
you
on 19.
chauvinist bastards.
When we look at today's world, and we see more conservatism happening,
spit it out, Ralph.
Hollywood will go the same way. They don't care.
You think they will?
No, they don't care. Yes, I do.
You think they eventually will?
Because they don't care. They have no moral value.
No, absolutely not.
They will only go where the money is.
Yes, you're right. Former child star Tyler Chase trashes motel room bought for him after being found homeless.
Oh, he just an idiot.
Oh, man, it's a painful saga. Homeless former Nickelodeon star Tyler Chase took a more tragic turn when one of his former co-stars helped him book a motel room, which he soon reported, that he decimated it. And my question is, was there a magic fingers bed in there? Because if he ruined that, one of the classic, yet archaic, but still exists in some motel rooms, I'll slap that kid right upside the head.
If he lost that 75 cents.
Yeah.
First off, who the hell is Tyler Chase?
Yeah, he was a big star.
He was?
Very big star.
Yes.
Really? And what?
Was is the key word.
What was he in?
By the way, on the streets, homeless in Riverside,
It
California.
was like
What was he in?
I don't know, some child's
Big star. I don't know, but big
Ned's,
star.
I'm trying to tell you, Mark. Ned's Declassified School Survival Guide.
Oh,
See?
big star.
Right?
He was in Ozark. He was in the Ozarks.
Was he really?
Yeah.
No.
No, he was not.
Why did you say that then, Dave?
Well, I looked it up. Tyler Chase, actor most recently known
Mark-
for his work in Netflix of critically acclaimed Ozark.
Well, then he must have been in there.
In a half a show.
Well, whatever it was, man, he was in there.
But I recognize him.
No, you did not.
I recognize him as a kid, yes. I
No,
do.
you didn't.
Are you looking at the picture, Ralph?
No, I'm just saying you're a liar.
Look over here.
No, I'm saying you. I'm just saying if we weren't on the show and I showed you his photo, you'd say, "Who's he?"
Right.
I would say he looks familiar.
By the way, yeah, I knew the face. I knew the face. But I think the important question, though, since it was brought up by some a-hole hosting this show, Craig Titley, have you ever enjoyed the beautiful nuances of a Magic Fingers bed?
You know, I only stay because those are only in the highest class hotels.
Motels.
Yes. If I can't drive up and walk straight into my door and have a Magic Fingers bed and a Farmer John's biscuit for breakfast, then you're not a hotel for me.
Yeah, I have a well, there's a certain romanticism about the Magic Fingers bed. My lovely soon-to-be bride, and I called it off at the last minute in Houston, Texas. And
When did you call it off?
At the stand, almost.
At the well, it was the night of the rehearsal.
Yeah.
And what a beautiful Helene Pena, God bless you, rest in peace.
So when you're walking down the aisle, you
She's
call
still
it
alive,
off.
Matt.
She is?
Yeah.
Okay.
Married to a Jew.
You're married to a Jew, and you're right.
I know I'm right.
Oh, why? Because she's no dummy.
So you were walking down the aisle
One
and
of
you
the-
called it off.
No, the night of the rehearsal, I never even made it into the church. I never made it into the church. She knew that I was a little off about this whole thing, and she came up to me and she said, "Matt, I know you really don't want to be married, do you?" And I said, "No," and I said, "And I can't explain it because I love you. I love you dearly." But I just think maybe I was, 23, 20.
Not to mention our family and all of our family members flew from around.
Well, not you.
Not me.
Not you.
I don't go to anything, but
You weren't
they
there?
flew.
Well, there was a ticket for him.
They flew.
Time out.
They flew.
Time out.
They flew.
Time out.
No,
Time out.
Time out. You weren't there?
Good thing I wasn't because it got canceled.
No,
Anyway,
why wouldn't you go?
I don't know, Ralph, because I didn't
No,
know.
because you're a loser.
Yeah, but there was a ticket for him.
My grandma.
No, there wasn't.
My grandma was pissed off beyond belief and she said, "Well, you'll have to talk to the priest, a good Catholic gal." And she brought the priest out. I couldn't tell you what the inside of that church looked like. Priest came out and said, "So I understand there's something you want to tell me." I said, "Yeah, I don't want to be married." And he said, "Boy, you have some pretty big balls, son." He said, "Better a minute before than a minute later." In retrospect, she was most likely the second greatest gal in my life.
So, by the way, Matt,
Yes.
you did get married.
And
wasn't
she
you?
Hold on. Who was the first?
Probably Lori.
No, hold on.
Okay, that's
You
right.
did get married.
No, I didn't get married. Oh, I did.
You did get married.
Yeah.
And what did your
Fast forward. Not
your-
to Helene.
What did your father-in-law say to you the day before you got married?
Well, we were, no, it was not the day before. It was after the marriage in Virginia City, Nevada.
I was getting everything messed
Yeah, where the eyes of justice have no blindfold because it's so corrupt up there in Virginia City, Nevada. And
What did your father-in-law say to you?
well, we're sitting smoking a cigar at a little mercantile down the street from the Justice of Peace, and he said, "Wow." He said, "It's sort of the same thing the priest told me. You got some pretty big balls." He said, "You know this isn't going to last." I said, "Wow, that's nice right after the marriage, after we said I do." I said, "I cannot believe this." And he said, I'm trying to have a conversation, Mart.
He's too busy telling me to F off and never call him again.
And you and Tattoo Dave are fighting on the show.
I don't even know about what.
So my point is that he said that it's not going to last. I said, "That's not very nice." He said, "You forget, I married her mother." And by the way, he was 100% correct.
And by the way, Craig Titley was married for
No,
2 weeks.
I was just going to say.
Were you really?
You know, for more.
Oh, hold on. Just, give me a second here.
No,
yeah, go ahead, Craig.
I just have to commend you on that because I got married purely because I'm really bad at breaking up.
That's awesome.
Oh man, no, I think I messed up in retrospect, but things happen. That's life. All right, we'll be this after back on Magic Matt's Outlaw Radio. Thank you for being there.
In order to form a more perfect union, do ordain and establish this Constitution for the United States of America.
Back up because I'll tell you what, there was some other
Marty's the guy that never got fucking married.
Yeah, well,
Right.
I value the
Yeah, it's fucking bullshit.
How about that, Mark? Have you ever done nothing? Have you considered that he values
I don't entertain retarded people.
No.
apparently I'm
well,
entertaining
you
one right
entertain yourself.
Wow. Craig, I'm so sorry that you had to hear
My
that.
grandmother flew into the fucking wedding.
Who cares about your grandmother? You weren't there.
I don't give a fuck. I was there and I go kiss my
No. You wouldn't even go into your brother's fucking wedding. No. You wouldn't go into your brother's wedding.
You know what? I was at my sister's wedding. After every wedding I was invited. Yep, me too.
God bless you guys. You guys are fucking beautiful.
Unfortunately, my sister unsuspectingly married a gay guy. That's probably, if you're a heterosexual female, probably don't marry a gay guy.
Unless you want a long-lasting wedding. That actually could be really dangerous.
But I was like that.
You know what? She should have known because the reception area was painted in mauve. So it could have been a giveaway.
Anyway, so she came
By the way, it would have been worth it if you hadn't interrupted.
Yeah,
idiot.
no, never
Yes.
would have been worth it. Dumb line. But
Why
anyway,
did you ever get married, what mauve is, Mark?
A color?
What color is it?
Like a purplish looking.
I gave it away.
You gave it away. I know what mauve. And who gives a shit? Whoa, I don't know what mauve is. That must make me straight. Anyway.
No, it doesn't make you straight.
Ralph, you are such a combative little fucking asshole.
Wait,
No,
when are you going to tell Ralph to fuck off and never
Already
call you
did.
again?
Already did.
He does that.
Already did.
All right, turn the mics off.
All right.
Fuck.
All right.
This is Outlaw Radio.
Welcome back, my friends, my friendlies. Welcome back. Magic Matt's Outlaw Radio with the great Craig Titley, a man about town here in Hollywood, but not one of them Hollywood types. Craig Titley is a producer, a master writer, a screenplay dude. This guy's Mr. Showbiz, but he's not one of those icky Hollywood types, which is why he's here smoking, drinking, and interrupting with us today. And I have a question for you because we both came to Los Angeles at the same time. What are you doing there?
I was just turning the volume down.
You know what? Don't touch anything, Dave.
Yeah, don't touch.
I'm going to stand over there. I'm going to go sit at the table.
Some rock and roll feedback. We love
Okay,
that.
all right, Tattoo Dave.
I'm going to go touch Ralph.
That's probably needs it. Yeah,
Yeah.
He needs a little loving after what he just went through with my brother Mark.
We both do. We're going to hug it. We're going to hug it out.
Which, by the way, for those of you listening to us on beautiful radio stations, you heard none of that. Because there are some things that, because of expletives, we just have to keep you away from. My question is that how about these Hollywood parties? I'm certain, Craig Titley, you've been invited and you've attended some. I have as well in the early days of my career here in Los Angeles. And I'll give you my sort of overwhelming aspect, and it was that I found a lot of these icky. How about you?
Yeah, I didn't go to a lot of Hollywood parties. I have the most boring Hollywood story because the gang I hang out with, like, it's Friday night. Let's go see. They're showing 2001: A Space Odyssey, and then we're gonna go to a diner afterwards.
Okay.
I didn't see cocaine until I was in my 40s. Quite us.
Now, but did you experiment with cocaine?
No, because
Lies.
I just no. I was I was a film nerd. My gang, we went.
So
to,
you never tried cocaine?
I tried it like in my 40s.
See,
once because I'm like, oh, okay, I tried this once, and I didn't like it.
I've
made
never
me feral.
I've never tried it, man. I've never even done it. I've been offered this substance a gazillion times. I thought, no, I'm sort of loving life too much already, and I really love coffee, and I think that gives me the upper that I need.
Yeah, I was not a drugs person at all.
Me either.
I didn't. I think I've been high like 3 or 4 times in my entire life.
More than me.
But yeah,
Which, by the way, Craig, does that make me a better man than you? Yes, it does. Continue, Craig.
Absolutely does. And I only tried it just because I'm a Sagittarius. I'm like, well, I'm 40, and okay, I have to try this to see what it's like.
Oh my God, Craig Titley,
I
you are from L.A., man.
I'm like
horoscopes.
Well,
come on.
The Sagittarius thing is kind of
what?
You're a Jim Morrison.
What does Sagittarius mean?
We are. No, I'm not a big. That
yes,
kind of
you
guy,
are.
But there are certain things that seem to be true with this kind of thing. And
Listen, there's true statements about every single horoscope.
Yeah, but well, let's take the Sagittarius out of it. I'm just a seeker of knowledge.
All right.
For sure, and that's a trait of Sagittarius. And I'm a Sagittarius. I'm like,
but
oh,
aren't most of us?
No.
I'm a Pisces, and I seek knowledge.
I know so many
hasn't
people,
worked for me.
I know so many people that don't seek
I'm a
knowledge.
Scorpio, and I am knowledge.
I question everything. I
Yeah,
always have since
me
I was
too.
a kid. That's part of the rock and roll DNA, because you know, I question everything. I have beliefs, and I will pull the rug out from under my own beliefs, and they will change. I'm not afraid to do that. And so Sagittarius, not Sagittarius, whatever. I'm like, okay, I'm 40. I got to try this because I can't like badmouth it, and now I can badmouth it. It's the world's stupidest drug.
That's an honest guy right there.
Yeah, I love that.
Yeah.
I love that.
Yeah.
Well, that's Craig Titley. We only have honest guys on this show.
Yeah, hey, look, a name like Titley, you have no choice but to be honest.
Yeah.
It is a dumb drug. It's the stupidest drug on the planet. It really is. Because I had my stent with that crap.
I used to go to Amsterdam a lot because not for that reason.
Whores.
Not for that reason.
No?
No. I end up having
Hookers
to
and
go out with
cocaine.
and I would go out with people that would do like coke, and it was like they do cocaine, they get high just so they can get to the next party, so I can get to the next party.
Yes.
And then it's dawn.
Yep.
Yeah.
Right? So I'm like, all right. First of all, I'm like 10 years older than you guys. You do your cocaine. I'm not going to do anything. I'm going to outlast you.
I love that.
And I did.
I love that,
I
Craig.
did.
And then they fiend for more, and then let me call
and,
this.
and then they go to bed at dawn. I'm like, well, how was your night? Was it really worth it?
Yeah, was it worth it?
And I'm perfectly fine. I can get up and go have breakfast.
I
but
gotta say
outlasted
something.
him.
Craig, I love Craig. He's one of my best friends. He's the biggest freaking nerd on the planet. He doesn't go anywhere without a book. There's a book in the back of my car.
Yeah?
Because he was reading it on the way up here.
Have book will travel. I would like to say
yes.
Yes, there's a nerd streak, but I like to say, if I will, half man, half geek, all sleek.
I love that. All right, when we return, more with Craig Titley, another hour with this man. And a Democrat lawmaker sues President Trump after renaming the Kennedy Center.
Yes.
Can you imagine that? And the best jokes and moments from the Trump-hosted Kennedy Center honors. This is some good stuff. When we return on the epitome, the zenith, the Motorola, the quasar of radio broadcasting, the .com. Magic Matt's Outlaw Radio on YouTube, on Rumble, on X, And, of course, the finest radio stations in America. We love you, Wisconsin. Hit me now. Huh.
Wanna buy a new car, but the price ain't right. Ain't that gold? Be a downside cheaper, yes it would. Start riding a bike. Listen, they're making milk out of powder. Yeah, they are. Got the babies crying. Poor baby, they know what that stuff is. Rent's gone up higher. Yes, it is. Got the parents lying. Lord, it's a real motherfucker. Yeah. Make you wanna run for cover. Yes, it will. And if you look, you will discover. Yeah. Lord, it's a real motherfucker. Got to go to a disco. Throw your troubles away. Dance to the music. Yeah. That the DJ play. Well, all right. And then the lights come on. Yeah. Like you knew they would. That cold. Gone home and face the music. That don't sound too good. Ain't that cold? Listen. Lord, it's a real motherfucker. It'll make you wanna run for cover, yeah. And if you look, you will discover, yeah. Lord, it's a real motherfucker, yeah.
Doohickey, you know, the doohickey that rolls.
Hi, this is Meatloaf. Okay, kids, you know what time it is? You know what time it is? It's Outlaw Radio time!
The most imitated radio station in the nation.
I'm through with standing in line for some fun to begin, but I found a good for Outlaw Radio to begin.
You have the great Billy Gibbons here? Yeah.
It's very cool.
Yes, he just passed out. Yeah. Hey, that didn't sound too bad. Huh?
At the Lightning Lounge.
Oh, man.
We're here with Matt.
Oh, yeah.
At the Lightning Lounge.
Oh, little Outlaw Radio.
We're here with Matt.
And he's not fat.
We got all these guys and girls in the house. Let me tell you, that's where it's at. And that's, ladies and gentlemen, Matt Allen. Pass me a gallon.
Happy birthday, my buddy. Happy birthday to the great Billy F. Gibbons, man. One of the good men. One of the good guys here in America. Welcome back to Magic Matt's Outlaw.
By the way, Matt, happy birthday to our Billy Dilly. Yesterday.
You know, yeah. Wow. He was, no, I think it was 2 days. I think it's Christmas.
No, it was yesterday, the day after Christmas.
I thought it was Christmas Day.
Well, it came up on his...
So Billy Dilly's not an angel. Our man out there manning the barbecue, our good old Marine, Billy Dilly. So it's the day after Christmas.
Yes, sir.
That's a bad time to have a birthday because that's a...
You only get one present.
That's what I'm saying. It's a combination of presents. You get gypped.
Well, now you know why he went into the Marines.
Why?
Because he didn't get any presents.
Welcome back, my friends. Welcome back, my...
Why didn't you say anything?
That's it. Welcome back, my friendlies. A Democrat representative is taking legal action against President Donald Trump after his name was affixed to the historic Kennedy Center for the Performing Arts in D.C., which he helped save from ruin. So this man's doing the right thing. He's fixing up the old Kennedy Center, but of course they don't like him. Another looker, by the way, another good-looking representative, Joyce Beatty, a Democrat from Ohio. How come is it that all these Democrat chicks unattractive?
Not attractive at all.
Oh man, a Shevitz. She's suing Trump and the theater's board of trustees after the site was renamed. Last week, the board voted unanimously to rename the institution the Donald J. Trump and the John F. Kennedy Memorial Center for the Performing Arts. Of course, you know, and he loves this because it pisses off the
he's the greatest troll in the entire world.
Nobody better. However, Beatty, who is an ex-officio member of the board, argues Congress alone has the power to change its name and has also claimed she was muted during the vote.
Because she's a moron.
Yeah, no, she's a dog, so they put the thing on her.
Yeah, rightfully so.
Beatty filed a lawsuit in the United States District Court in scenes more reminiscent of authoritarian regimes. Okay, I'm not even going to read the quote. I'm so tired of this authoritarian thing. That's not who he is. Everything the man is doing for the United States of America.
Well, I'm sure she'll win because everything that they've thrown at Trump, he's beat it all. He's won everything. So it's like, yeah, I'm sure she'll win the lawsuit.
Oh, I think it's futile. I think this.
That's what I mean.
Yeah, I think it's absolutely ridiculous.
Dumbass.
But the best jokes and moments from the Trump-hosted Kennedy Center honors. This is some good stuff. During the event, President Trump honored the awardees, but afterward, he also took a minute to jab at no talent. Yeah, this is our orange man. No talent late night host Stephen Colbert, whose low-rated show will be coming to an end next year. Trump, though, suggested that CBS should cancel Colbert's show now and not wait until
May. Why suffer until May?
That's not very presidential.
We do not deserve him.
He's not good for America.
Stephen Colbert is a pathetic train wreck with no talent or anything else necessary for show business success, Trump wrote on Truth Social. Now, after being terminated by CBS but left out to dry, he has actually gotten worse along with his non-existent ratings, Stephen is running on hatred and fumes. A dead man walking.
Wow.
CBS should put him to sleep now. It is the humanitarian thing to do.
Absolutely true.
We don't deserve him.
Okay, say it again, Ralph.
In another,
We don't deserve him.
In another post, he blasted all the failed late night comedy shows, writing, "Who has the worst late night? Who has the worst late night host? CBS, ABC, or NBC?" What's a feasible question?
They're tied.
Coming from the President of the United States, they all have three things in common: high salaries, no talent, really low ratings.
That's awesome.
He is such a child. He is such a child.
He's a 14-year-old boy.
But it's absolutely true.
Oh,
It's
oh God. Oh, I love this guy. I mentioned, I met him a couple times in New York when I was working at Z100. And, he was the same, sort of arrogant. Believe me, I know arrogant. But affable as hell and a really nice guy.
How'd you meet him?
He would come to some of the clubs where I was broadcasting live. And, he went up and shook his hand, and I thought, well, this is a guy that'll probably be president. I never thought that, but he did. We sort of knew that, years ago on Oprah. He has maintained everything that he has done so far in the office in 2 and a quarter terms. Everything that he talked about on Oprah, he has put the hammer down. He's a consistent guy. I appreciate that. I'm not looking for a guy who is measured, especially in politics. I'm so tired of politicians. I want a guy who's just going to tell us the truth. He may be a loudmouth. He may be blasphemous about some of the things he says, but God bless him, man.
There's one thing he's not.
He's not.
He's not wishy-washy.
And I don't think he's a liar.
He's not wishy-washy.
I don't believe he's a liar.
No.
he has done everything he said he was going to do.
Before the night's events, Trump also joked on True Social that he might just he might quit the presidency to make emceeing stage events his full-time job. All right, so this is some of what went down at the Kennedy Center honors. Dig this.
Kiss.
A very big hello and welcome to a very special evening. This is the first time that a president of the United States has ever hosted this phenomenal event. I don't know why I'm doing it. And I'll tell you what, the Kennedy Center, Kennedy Center, I'm sorry. This is terribly embarrassing. The soundtrack of our lives. For the next part of the evening, we're going to celebrate the spectacular careers of George Strait, Gloria Gaynor, and Kiss.
Kiss. Something I didn't expect is, I guess you could say it's the ultimate.
This is Sly.
Because it doesn't really center around the film industry. There's a lot more to it. And that it's been great that I represent something that means something to other people. That's kind of like the ultimate.
What would you say to people who are aspiring to see you get this honor tonight and see the journey that you've had? What piece of encouragement would you give to that?
Well, it's great to be goal-oriented, but the main thing is try to find something that you do naturally, that's just something you wouldn't be paid for if you didn't have to be paid.
Pause.
It's just,
nice.
This is the greatest advice that you have ever heard in your entire life. I mentioned this with my mom and dad on Christmas Eve a couple nights ago, and I was talking to my brother Mike, my youngest brother, mom and dad, and my niece was nowhere in earshot.
Nope.
But I did make that point. I said, because I was recounting my daughter's wedding in Columbus, Ohio, and my conversation with her two friends from New York. And I said the same thing because one of her friends from New York, who was an attorney, she said, yeah, but I hate it. I said, then why do you do it? She said, well, the money's good, but I really hate it. I said, it's the wrong thing for you to do. It's got to be a gig that's not a job, something you love dearly. We only have X number of minutes on this planet Earth. Let's have a damn good time. Right?
Yep.
Yeah. Well, Derek Smalls would say from Spinal Tap,
what?
Have a good time all the time.
All the time. All the time. You know, it can't be a job.
No.
If it's a job, then you're not. Even, you know, you're in showbiz, Ralph, and you also do some real estate stuff. Are you passionate about what you do when it comes to real estate?
100%.
Because you train folks, right?
Yep. Absolutely.
And you love it.
Yeah. By the way, this is Craig Titley's first day here.
Yep.
He may not
Hello.
be he may not be aware of what Donald Trump said about certain words like retarded or fag.
Oh, no, we'll get to that after this. Yeah, we will get to that after this. You may not. He went on record as saying it's time we all just threw away and couch the political correctness. So I'll get to that in a second. This is more that night Kennedy Center honors. Oh,
Flows. Like, I've never had a goal in my life ever. I never thought, okay, I want to win this or win that. Never. It's just I did what I could do best, and it turned out pretty good.
I'd say so.
There's just no double talk, no sugarcoating.
Pause. I think everyone knows this voice.
I think so, yes. It was a great time over there.
The great Gene Simmons at the Kennedy Center honors. Continue.
We are the luckiest people on the face of the planet. Eternally grateful for this great honor because America invented this music. America created rock and roll, blues, country and western, hip-hop, jazz. It's the
Comic
music
books.
that's heard around
That's right.
the world. And the Kennedy Center celebrates this American invention. This is the home of this entertainment form that the world listens to. They wake up in the morning, get in their cars, wherever you are, you turn on the radio and you listen to your favorite artists, and that's America, babe.
Beautiful.
Red, white, and blue, through and through.
Love that Gene Simmons.
It's incredible. I can't even say it's a dream come true because I would have never dreamed of this. And so it's just such an honor. It couldn't be better named because it is such an honor. And I'm very, very excited and almost speechless, which is very, very difficult, unusual for me. But yeah, I am beyond honored. Looking back at all the people who have gone before me and the great talents and all of that, to be counted among them is like incredible.
What part of your journey are you going to be thinking about when you see people perform for you tonight on stage?
Wow. I'm probably going to be thinking about all of the wonderful people that have spurred me on to success and fortune, fame, and all of that, and how they're so much a part of and so much responsible for the accomplishments that I have.
That, my friends, is Gloria Gaynor. Gloria,
Wow, she's still alive.
Gloria Gaynor.
She will survive. She identifies as a woman.
Was one of my guests on a show, a morning show I did for a week in New York on KTU. Gloria Gaynor was nasty. Now, I'm the last person who would say, please rescind the award. No. Maybe I'm not the last person.
You're thinking that, though.
I'm thinking
Sure.
she was nasty in the interview. And she had 2 effing hits. Only 2 frickin' hits. To be awarded a Kennedy Center honors to Gloria Gaynor? Yes, I have a little problem with that. She had 2 stinking hits, and the first was a cover of a Jackson 5 song, Never Can Say Goodbye. That was her first. The second, I Will Survive.
Great song.
Which she didn't write.
No.
But aside from that, there are a lot of songs that are not written by Elvis Presley. Never wrote a song.
Never, ever
Frank
wrote a
Sinatra
song.
never wrote a
Right,
song.
and I love Elvis, and I love Old Blue Eyes. I love them. However, Gloria Gaynor had 2 stinking hits. Why, amongst all of the, is she the one that said she would accept and be there to accept the award from Trump? Don't you think there's a list of other black gals? And by the way, I say black gals because I know the way this works. Right, Craig Titley? I know the way this works.
Well, there's got to be.
Well, I think there's a solution here. We don't have to retract all of it. We just take half of it, and then it's a half gainer.
Right there at you, huh? Bam.
Are you feeling me on this?
I am, and I'll tell you because Kiss, yes.
She had 1 hit. The other one was a cover of a Jackson 5 song.
Yeah. And Kiss, yes.
By the way,
They deserve it.
I think if Donna Summer were alive, it would have been Donna. It would have been Donna. And by the way, she deserves it. That woman had a 3-octave range and underrated as a performer.
Phenomenal.
But Gloria effing Gaynor, and I probably wouldn't say this if she weren't so nasty to me in that interview so many years ago.
How was she
So this is pretty personal for you.
A little bit.
How was she nasty?
But the facts is the facts. 1 hit.
Did she have a bad day?
One hit that wasn't a cover.
Was she on her period? Did she have a bad day? What the hell is going on with her?
We don't talk about periods on this show.
Oh, we don't?
Unless we're talking about eras.
What? Oh yeah, that's an era.
What period was that?
Zoe Saldana says her CGI alien character in Avatar is a racist. Well, I wouldn't know because that's the last movie I would ever want to watch.
By the way, Craig just saw the new Avatar.
Yeah.
I went on Christmas Day.
That's the one I'm talking about.
Yep.
And?
Beautiful eye candy, but underwhelming story that feels like it was the same story as the last movie, which was underwhelming.
You didn't like it.
I love James Cameron, but I don't understand why he's spending so much time in this world of his.
Successful.
But
Because they made a Rolex after him.
yes.
Let's be honest, Craig. You hated the movie, and you're like, who the hell is he?
What?
You didn't like the movie.
Okay, hold on.
No,
a second.
No, seriously, Craig.
underwhelmed.
He's
You didn't
being
like
diplomatic. He's being diplomatic.
No, not being diplomatic.
the movie. You didn't like the movie.
I did not like the story of the movie. There visually stuff that just is mind blowing.
But by the way,
James Cameron.
without the story is everything.
Yes, as a
It's
writer, I agree.
It is, but it is you,
Yeah.
and you write screenplays. You do this for a living. However, once again, just like Gloria Gaynor had 1 hit that wasn't a cover, I Will Survive. The facts is the facts, and that is without the story, there is no movie.
Yes, and for Cameron, who has written some of the greatest enduring stories, Terminator and Terminator 2
Yeah.
and The Abyss and Aliens.
Titanic.
Yeah, it's
Transformers.
Wasn't that that was based on a true story though, was it not?
Titanic?
Transformers?
Yeah. He did not do Transformers.
I thought he did.
And
I don't think it was based on a true story.
I don't think so.
I think it was.
Wait a minute. I had a Camaro that turned into a robot.
You did?
Yeah.
Well, I would have kept that thing.
I
must
did
have been really
keep it.
You were doing acid at the time, but yeah.
Are you a James Cameron fan?
Yeah, I think you're asking Craig Titley, right?
I'm looking at him.
Yeah.
oh, are you looking at? You're looking
Yeah.
side-eyed because
Yeah,
we're sitting next
that's
to each other.
you.
That's Ralph.
I am a James Cameron fan. The first movie of his that underwhelmed me was the first Avatar, but I appreciated
The green screens.
The originality.
Once again, it was
Yeah.
beautiful.
And the second one was like, and the third one was like, hey.
Yeah.
So I'm like, one of our greatest filmmakers, and he spent the last 20 years in this Avatar world, and please do something else.
It may be it may be this hatred for Trump that is in his blood, and it's coming out on film.
Oh.
And it may be tainting
Could
the
be.
way a beautiful filmmaker sees things. Maybe that. I mean, Zoe Saldana says her CGI alien character in Avatar is a racist.
I didn't get that at all.
She said, "Let's face it." Her name is Neatery, whatever the hell. She said, and she's just a racist, and she loses sight because of this blind fury that she has. You mean that blind fury that so many of you in Hollywood have toward Donald Trump? That sort of blind fury? Yes, Zoe. And this is out of the blue, but because I love this band so much, I must mention this. Cure guitarist Perry Beaumonte died at 65.
God rest your soul, buddy.
Yeah.
Yep.
I'm a Cure fan. I am a Robert Smith fan. And it's like, Matt, gosh, you like Steely Dan, you like Earth,
you like AC/DC,
you like AC/DC. How do you like The Cure? The Cure did some good stuff.
Absolutely.
Very.
Mm-hmm.
Are we on the same page, Craig Titley? You like The Cure?
Love The Cure.
Yeah.
Love The Cure.
Great songs,
He
right?
he joined the band later. This guy that just passed away, he joined it later in their
Right.
time. Yeah.
Yeah, he wasn't the lineup I grew up with,
But he's still fantastic.
Yeah.
That Robert Smith, man.
The Cure's first album was
there is no cure.
You gotta bleep that. Gotta bleep
brilliant.
I am bleeping it.
Perry Beaumonte, guitarist, keyboardist for The Cure, passed away on Christmas Day.
Yeah.
What a day to go. In his home.
Hell of a present.
Following what? Yeah. Merry Christmas to me.
Right.
Following what his family is calling a short illness. What is that?
Short illness is you probably
They diagnosed it at stage 4.
Something like pancreatic.
Oh, is that right?
Probably.
Well, something like pancreatic takes you quickly, and it's just you're done. I mean, my buddy went through
It
that.
was just sad.
Yeah.
But I mean, that's what I'm saying. They probably diagnosed it when it was too late.
Well, that's just it's too bad. It's too bad, especially a band like that. Robert Smith, guy's a hell of a songwriter.
I'm glad you brought this up, man, because it means
Well,
it does mean so.
I'm glad that you're glad.
No,
Mark.
because it was a great band. It was a
No, they're still performing.
it was a band that changed music a little bit. Yeah, they really did.
They invented goth.
They sure did.
They
You
did
know?
not.
Yeah.
Oh, I think they did.
Nah, Nirvana.
Thank
No.
you.
I'm just kidding.
Nirvana's-
It was a joke.
It was
No.
it was a combo of The Cure and Bram Stoker who invented
There you
goth,
go.
I think.
Yes, and Nirvana never got.
Oh, that was grunge.
Total joke.
Yeah,
Never
never
mind.
got. Minnesota Democrat Lieutenant Governor wears Muslim garment while pledging support for Somalian migrants.
Isn't that great?
The reason I bring this up is I saw this little piece. I saw this on TV, and man, oh man, Shevitz, I don't have hate in my heart, and I don't want to smack anyone. However, this Minnesota Democrat Lieutenant Governor Flanagan, chosen by Democrat Governor Tim Walz as his running mate in 2018, she's not a Muslim. She's instead a member of the White Earth Band, which is a Native American who won elections while Walz was running her running mate. President Donald Trump's administration focusing on massive fraud, welfare. They're all going down. They're all going down.
Ilmar has...
She wears this hijab, and she thinks she's cool. What are you trying to prove? Yes, Ralph?
Ilmar, who came into Congress with $65,000 in debt,
right,
is now 4 years later worth $30 million.
What? So follow the effing. How? If it were you or I, they'd nail our asses instantly.
Ilmar owed $30 million.
By the way, I'll get to that Ilhan, that piece of crap in a few minutes when we return.
Today, I am signing an executive order
Louder?
making it legal to call your friends fags and retards if they are doing something faggy or retarded. Fags and retards, ladies and gentlemen. We've got to start calling our friends this again. And we will. We're going to call them fags and retards again.
See, Craig Titley, you may not have been aware of that, but he went on record. You know, it's about time, I think. Call a spade a spade.
Concur.
I got to tell you, Craig, when you move to Florida, I'm going to miss you, buddy. I'm going to miss you, buddy.
I miss him already.
We'll be this after back on Magic Matt's Outlaw Radio.
I lie awake, I've gone to ground. I'm watching porn in my hotel dressing gown. And now I dream of you, but I still believe there's only enough for one in this lonely hotel suite. The journey's long, and I feel so bad. I'm thinking back to the last day we had. Old moon fades into the new. Soon I know I'll be back with you. I'm nearly with you. I'm nearly with you. When I'm weak, I draw strength from you. And when you're lost, I know how to change your mood. And when I'm down, you breathe life over me. Even though it must part, we are each other's I'll fly home to you. I'm bending time, I'm getting back to you. Open fades into the new. And soon I know I'll be back with you. I'm nearly with you. I'm nearly with you. When I'm weak, I draw strength from you. And when you're lost, I know how to change your mood. And when I'm down, you breathe life over me. Even though we're miles apart, we are each other's destiny. I draw strength from you. And when you're lost, I know how to change your mood. And when I'm down, you breathe life over me. Even though we're miles apart, we are each other's
Search rated #1.
This is Outlaw Radio with Magic Matt, the man who is always right.
Happy New Year! Happy New Year! Happy New Year! Yay! Yay! And then you kiss the gal that's next to you.
Happy New Year's.
And then of course
It's not New Year's.
she slaps a lawsuit
Put it on
on
purpose,
you
Ralph.
because did I want to kiss? No, I didn't want to
on
kiss.
purpose.
And then you end up in the big house. Happy New Year's!
Happy New Year's.
Not New Year's, Matt.
Happy New Year's.
Not New Year's, Marty.
I know.
New Year's.
That's all. See, the
Drive me
reason
nuts.
the reason Ralph from the Bronx is bringing that up, it's always rubbed me the wrong way when people
Yeah.
say Happy New Year's. No, it's Happy New Year.
Thank you.
Happy New Year. And by the way, I hope you have a Happy New Year. You mean the entire year or just the first day?
The one day.
What are we talking about? I'll tell you someone who I don't believe has a happy day, or maybe I'm wrong, and she simply loves to spout out this crap learned from her parents. Tim Walz's daughter uses Christmas message to condemn ICE for terrorizing communities. Little Christmas message. Hope Walz, perfect name for this gal, right? Hope. Daughter of Minnesota Governor and former vice presidential candidate Tim Walz, Tampon Tim, smart guy. That guy's got to be going down too, right?
Oh
yeah.
Right? He's got to be going down. Shared a Christmas message that included a rebuke of U.S. Immigration and Customs Enforcement, expressing solidarity with communities she says are being turned and harmed and thrown under the bus by the agency's actions. In a video posted to social media on Christmas Day of all days, Hope Walz said, "I just wanted to say Merry Christmas to all. Today, I'm holding all of our neighbors that ICE has been terrorizing near and dear to my heart and sending them love and light." What is that? Wait, what is that exactly? What is the light part?
I have no idea.
I don't but it's just more puke coming out of the mouth of a lefty idiot trying to prove how woke they are, as well as all of our unhoused folks. Our unhoused folks. Yeah.
Undocumented immigrants.
And just anybody that may be struggling right now, I'm holding very close to me. Well, then invite them into your home, Hope.
You have a house.
Yes. Yeah, feed them, Hope. Feed them, Tim Walz's daughter, you stinking idiot, Hope.
And Matt, this goes back to Kamala Harris, and to see if this plays. Hold on.
You had it good. You had it.
And I hope you can all do so as well. This past year has been a rough one for all of us. No, it hasn't. No, a hell of a lot better than the 4 before that. I'm so proud of the work I have done in this awesome community and everything that you guys do every day. And yeah, happy holidays. And yeah.
And by the way, those folks in Minnesota only stole $9 billion.
That's all?
That's it, $9 billion.
Only $9 billion.
And man, basically that clip was Kamala Harris saying, "How dare you say Merry Christmas?" That was the one.
Is that right?
Yeah. How dare you say Merry Christmas?
How dare you?
Yep.
In America.
Yep. How dare you say Merry Christmas?
Yeah, that's the broad we want in the highest power in the United
Craig
States
voted
of America.
for her.
I don't
I'm kidding, Craig.
Okay.
No, Craig walked in. When I first met him in the green room today, he goes, "Yeah, big Kamala fan." I go, "Ralph, who'd you bring over here?"
Can imagine what can be and be unburdened by what has been.
Yeah, oh yeah.
You know?
Yeah, right, I know.
What can be
Just as
unburdened by what has been.
As a PhD student,
Yes, Craig Titley.
I just marvel at her eloquence.
She's a wordsmith.
She is a wordsmith, and I think all the good people of Minnesota need to bunker down at Paisley Park. Maybe the only safe place.
By the way, Craig Titley, I do believe she's going to throw her hat in the ring again. I really do. I really do.
For sure.
Right? Sure. I think she's planning it. She's working on it because she has a lot to offer America, and we're going to hear about it.
Hopefully her people are smart enough to not let her.
And speaking of smart Alex, Jimmy Kimmel attacks Trump warns of tyranny booming in Christmas address on UK TV. This is a supposed American who lived in Las Vegas for many, many years and has this much talent. For those of you watching us, I'm doing this with my thumb and forefinger.
That's way too much.
Has this much talent.
There you go.
This is one of the luckiest guys, second only to Ryan Seacrest. And I'm going to stop throwing Ryan Seacrest under the bus because he has been smart enough to shut up about politics.
Yep.
Right?
Yep.
He's smart enough
Yep.
just to be that happy guy, smiling guy, making billions.
Did Matt, you said shut up. Did he ever come out? Never, right? He never talked about his politics.
You mean as a gay guy?
As anything.
No, he's
been smart enough to not speak about it. Yeah.
Yes.
The smart ones don't. Look
But-
at Johnny Carson.
Oh my! The best of all time.
But he was partners with your ex.
In fact, pull that up before we play this Kimmel. It's just Carson, I think. I think it'll come up, and it's Carson, one of the classics on 60 Minutes, a brilliant man. And P.S. the last great late-night talk show host. The last. There will never be another Carson. This is Carson and Morley Schaefer.
Do you get sensitive about the fact that people say, he'll never take a serious controversy? Well, I have an answer to that. I said, now, tell me the last time that Jack Benny, Red Skelton, any comedian, used his show to do serious issues. That's not what I'm there for. Can't they see that? But you're not. Why do they think that just because you have a Tonight Show that you must deal in serious issues? That's a danger. It's a real danger. Once you start that, you start to get that self-important feeling that what you say has great import. And you know, strangely enough, you could use that show as a forum. You could sway people, and I don't think you should as an entertainer.
So awesome.
How good was he?
Just unbelievable.
How good was Johnny Carson?
And it goes back to Craig's point.
The best of the best of the best. A comfortably smug Jimmy Kimmel sent a personal message to UK television. So Jimmy obviously not a fan of Johnny Carson?
What a dummy.
I mean,
How could you not be?
How do you not learn?
Yes.
He's not a fan of America.
No, not at all.
Or his mentor.
So his
mentor.
Well, I mean, he's doing the late night talk show.
Yeah, but that's not his mentor.
But I mean,
obviously,
in
the
a sense.
vitriol that this Kimmel spews is beyond the pale. The left-wing late-night host was chosen to give an alternative Christmas message on Channel 4 to counter the British monarch's much-viewed annual televised address. The channel began a tradition of airing some sort of alternate Christmas message in '93. Channel 4 said the message is often a thought-provoking and personal reflection pertinent to the events of the year. My friends in London, are you happy with your city these days? Are you happy?
By the way,
with no borders?
Are you
happy?
Are you saying this in Arabic? Because they may not understand you.
This is friggin' no talent Jimmy Kimmel and his address to Great Britain.
I am Jimmy Kimmel. I have no idea if you know who I am.
Pause.
I was asked to deliver.
By the way,
shut up.
He knows you know.
Yeah, just
and
shut
this is him trying to downplay his importance, even though he doesn't need to, because you're not an important man. And Jimmy Kimmel, you're not a serious man. You're an ass. You're an asinine piece of crap. Started from the beginning.
I am.
Jimmy Kimmel addressing all of London and those beyond in all of England.
I am Jimmy Kimmel. I have no idea if you know who I am, but I was asked to deliver this year's alternative Christmas message, which I've heard is a big deal, so I hope you do. But if not, I host what you call a chat show. We call it a talk show in what you call the colonies, I think. I honestly have no idea what's going on over there.
Boy.
I do know what's going on over here, though.
Right.
And I can tell you that from a fascism perspective, this has been a really great year. Tyranny is booming over here. You may have read in your colorful newspapers, my country's president would like to shut me up because I don't adore him in the way he likes to be adored.
Pause.
The American government.
Yes, he would like to shut you up because you have no ratings and you're a no talent. But he's not using his power to shut you up. I mean, that's the bottom line here. He's not using his, and I don't think he has that sort of power. Right, Ralph?
Well, here's the issue. The Magic Matt Outlaw Radio Show.
Yes.
Had a person on the show called Howard Lapidus.
Yes.
And if it wasn't for Howard Lapidus, there would be no Jimmy Kimmel.
That's right. He was.
So therefore,
yes.
Magic Matt Outlaw Radio is responsible for Jimmy Kimmel.
Thanks a lot. Okay.
Is that why Howard is not with us anymore?
No, God rest Howard's soul. No, because he's dead. Okay, continue.
Made a threat against me and the company I work for, and all of a sudden we're off the air. But then, you know what happened?
What happened, Jimmy?
Christmas miracle happened.
Oh,
way
Well,
before
it's
Christmas.
September. It's a September miracle. But the holiday does seem to come earlier and earlier every year, doesn't it? Millions and millions of people stood up and said, no, this is not acceptable. People who never watched my show.
Listen to his choice of words. This is an inarticulate boob.
Yeah.
He needs your writing style, Craig Titley. He needs you to write for him.
I wrote that.
Continue.
People who were on record saying they hate my show spoke out, they marched, we did this all to support the right to a free expression of speech. And because so many people spoke out, we came back. Our show came back stronger than ever. We won, the president lost, and now I'm back on the air every night, giving the most powerful politician on earth a right and richly deserved bollocking. That's a word, right? I used it properly? And the reason I'm telling you the story is because maybe you're thinking, oh, a government silencing its critics is something that happens in places like Russia
Pause.
or North Korea.
No, it happens in England.
Oh, can I punch him in the throat?
If you tweet
I
something,
wish.
if you throw something on Facebook that those in England deem is nasty, they'll put you in jail. Kimmel, they don't do that here in America. But the folks you're speaking to right this second in Great Britain, if you post something on your social media page that they deem not feasible, they will put you and have put you folks in jail.
Are you talking about the guy from England that was in Miami, Florida?
Yes.
And was shooting at a range with a gun, and they arrested him when he got back to England?
Yes.
That's what I thought you
Here's
said.
when I was recently in Florida, I was at a bar sitting next to three British gentlemen, two who were now living in Florida, one who was visiting from England, and I, naive American that I am, I'm like, is it really true what's going on over there?
Right.
And they're like, yes, it's really bad. And I'm like, it's weird because Orwell is, British, and he's like, yeah, unfortunately what's happened in the UK is they forgot that Orwell was a warning, not a how-to manual.
He knew.
Yeah.
Orwell knew.
Yeah, and like you said, they missed the point that was a warning, and they think it's a how-to manual.
Greg Titley, sorry we all had to hear this. Continue with Jimmy Dummy.
For LA, not the UK. Well, that's what we thought. And now we've got King Donnie VIII calling for executions.
King Donnie VIII.
It happens fast. It's funny. We Americans are very proud of not having a king. It's kind of why we left. Earlier this year, tens of millions of us marched at protests called No Kings. You had some of those there. And just for the record, we have nothing against your king.
Pause.
I mean,
What? We don't have kings in America,
So
dumbass.
we have nothing against your kings.
Oh,
So
God.
your kings are good, but if we have a king, which we don't, that would be
bad.
That would be bad. Continue.
If you notice, but his son lives here. Some of us just have a problem with the guy who thinks he is our king.
What an idiot.
Here in the United States, right now we are both figuratively and literally tearing down the structures of our democracy. From the free press, to science, to medicine, to judicial independence, to the actual White House itself. We are a right mess. And we know this is also affecting you. And I just wanted to say, sorry. And we want you to know, or at least I want you to know, that we're not all like him. We're not all like that.
Wow.
Look, I know from the musical Hamilton that our countries didn't start off on the greatest.
There you go, Hamilton.
But I also know from seeing Love Actually
Oh my
that we
God.
have a special relationship.
What a plus.
So, if I might speak on behalf of my country, which I most certainly do not, our message to you, our friends across the pond this Christmas, is don't give up on us. We're going through a bit of a wobble right now, but we'll come around. It may not seem like it, but we love you guys. We even love the things about you that you don't like.
We do?
Like Simon Cowell, for instance.
Oh,
We are not.
don't
right.
go there, you
We're
dumb
American.
ass.
No one knows better than you. We're always just a little bit late to the game. But do we come through in the end?
It's a butt cringe.
Maybe. Give us about 3 years, please. Thank you for your patience.
About 3 years.
And thank you for Spider-Man. Merry Christmas and happy holidays.
Is that guy the epitome of an a-hole?
I want to punch him in the throat.
There he is. That's Kimmel. Yeah.
I am a bear of very little brain.
Yes, Craig Titley.
I'm apolitical and a bear of very little brain.
Yes, Craig Titley.
But would a fascist want you to keep your guns and want to reduce the size of government?
Why, yes.
Maybe
According to
I
Jimmy
need,
Kimmel.
I need to look more into this.
Yeah. You know, Craig Titley, who's about to move out of Southern California and the formerly great state of California,
Smart.
to move to Florida. Craig Titley, and I'm going to miss you, my friend. Yes, I think you have to do more research.
Yeah, I got to look into this.
Yes, because
I may have been misled.
Yeah, because the Jimmy Kimmels of the world are truly the brain trust. We'll be this after back.
Now we return to Outlaw Radio's Demons of Decadence.
All right, old Nicki Minaj, who we become massive fans of. Rap megastar Nicki Minaj called out societal pressure that has been making young girls be afraid of loving themselves, loving the way they look, adding, I don't need someone with blonde hair and blue eyes to downplay their beauty because I know my beauty. Now, isn't it interesting? She is not the woke left, just the opposite. She's loving America, and I heard her say that, and I thought to myself, she's right. Females have a real tough time. I mean, they really do, because the most beautiful, sexiest female is the one that would look in the mirror and not know that, right?
I'd love to meet her.
Because I have a daughter, and I take that to heart.
You also have a son-in-law.
Shut the F up. I think no matter how you look, we should be trying to instill in them to be proud of how they look. Minaj told Erica Kirk at Turning Point USA's America Fest. The singer went on to say she's noticed a push recently in the media, making young black children feel proud of themselves. Why not? I think everyone should try to be. But guys, listen, it cuts both ways. Females rule the roost.
Yes.
Because they got what we want.
The vagina.
Period. They do not covet the penis.
They don't care about it.
We do covet the vagina. However, they have this odd sort of feeling about themselves that they're icky. The whole, and you brought it up earlier, I'm not going to say it again, starts with a P, and it happens once a month. But it's like, yeah, that's got to be a tough thing. Something I can never relate to.
No.
Ever.
Matt, before you drift too far off the subject, speaking of Erica Kirk, did you see the interview with her and Candace Owens? Did you see any part of it?
No, but it sounds like you're drifting off the subject.
Well, you brought her up.
He didn't bring up Erica
He didn't
Kirk.
bring it up.
I thought that was held in secret.
It was,
You
but
can see it?
Okay, let's get back to...
hold on a second. You should shut the hell up. Okay, there was an interview with Candace Owens and Erica Kirk.
That's nothing to do with what you're talking about.
He brought up Erica Kirk, and
He
I
did
brought
not.
it up. Yes, he did.
I brought up Erica Kirk because Nicki Minaj was speaking at TPUSA.
I don't care why you mentioned her name, and shut the hell up, Ralph.
No, you're just being a douche.
No, I'm not.
A little bit.
No, you're just drunk and stupid, and you haven't been able to put words together this whole show.
Oh, really?
Yes.
Drunk and stupid. I'll go
All
with
right,
that.
whatever, Dave.
By the
Okay,
way,
whatever, Ralph.
By the way, great quote from Animal House.
All right.
Now, here's the bottom line. We love Nicki Minaj. Mondami, however, this idiot is already putting things in the work. Have you gotten a load of New York City's new fire chief? Anyone? Anyone? I'm telling you in case you haven't, because this is coming down the pike. I want you to enjoy this new fire chief. And speaking of buttes, Rosie O'Donnell melts down after Trump adds his name to the Kennedy Center's. It needs to be removed from office. Don't you see, those of you on the fence politically, don't you see who the nutbags are?
I do believe that it is the first time in history that fire has ever melted steel. I do believe that it defies physics for the World Trade Center Tower 7, Building 7, which collapsed in on itself. It is impossible for a building to fall the way it fell without explosives being involved. World Trade Center 7. World Trader 1 and 2 got hit by planes. 7, miraculously, the first time in history, steel was melted by fire. It is physically impossible.
Listen to Rosie, you young females. Listen to Rosie. That's what a female sounds like.
I gotta say something.
Yes, Ralph.
Marty, who I really don't like at all.
Yeah, my brother. Yeah.
Okay, I don't like him.
I know.
But he is in construction. I would say that Marty would say you can melt steel.
Well,
with
I do
fire.
it every week.
Okay, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I melt steel every week.
You do.
With fire.
With fire.
With fire.
You melt it.
Yep.
Wait, is this the Scorpions?
Yes, sir.
Oh, yeah, you know it. You know
Talk
it.
about melting steel with fire.
Right, baby. Rock and roll.
Yeah, our buddy was the drummer for the Scorps.
23 years, James Kotak.
For the last many years. And by the way, what you may not know, my friend Craig, he was one of us. He was one of us, my friend. My happiest of New Year's to all of you lovely people, including but not limited to Tattoo Dave, our producer.
T.
My brother Mart.
Yeah, Marty.
Yeah. And Ralph from the Bronx.
I'm good.
This man, why have you been keeping him from us?
Just before he moves to Florida.
I was reading.
I love old Craigums, man. Hopefully, when do you move?
Spring. In the spring.
All right.
Is the
You
target.
come back one more time. You know, Did he say yes?
Yes.
Mark C.G. Boyer, thank you for being off camera. I think you did us all some good. My buddy out there, Mark adores, Billy Dilly, our Marine. Mom and Dad, love you. Thank you for having me. My daughter, Alexandra, love you a million times around the earth. I will continue to be Magic Matt on Magic Matt's Outlaw Radio. Milt Larson, I miss you, buddy. The man who taught me that bumblebees can't fly.